Dylan is an affiliate on Twitch now, so I was able to give him my
Nice.
free Twitch Prime subscription.
Nice.
So now I am a founder in his channel, and eventually I will get to use the big gun emote.
We can only hope for the big gun.
Big times coming ahead, boys. Big things coming ahead. Anyway, last time on Renewal of Shadow, we picked up with you all making your way toward the crime scene where the attack on the dragon's tinctures occurred. As you arrived there and attempted to negotiate with the guards so that you could get in and take a look at the crime scene. Some basic negotiations were tried first before they failed. And then you all, somebody, I don't remember exactly who, showed the judge's badge and asked if this would give them permission to take a look. Seeing it and acknowledging it as enough evidence for them that you could take a look around the crime scene, you were given permission to look around, as you were given reins of the crime scene and the ability to look. As Isaac went over to examine the bodies to see if he could find anything particularly of note, Silas began casting ritually detect magic, and Astrid, Beryl, Carolina, and Josie went inside. Actually, two people are mixed up on. Yeah, only two people are in the wrong places here, and it's Zach and Alex have switched.
Oh, I get to be Beryl today then.
No. I switched you back.
It's because Zach is dirt now.
That may be the reason why, yes.
That's my secret, Alex. I've always been dirt.
No, I'm dirt.
Okay. As I was saying, the four of them went inside and began to investigate the interior of the building. As the first thing that was done was a sensing of magic in the shop room of the dragon's tinctures, as Beryl sensed around and tried to find what was responsible for the massive damage caused in here. As she was able to find lingering evocation magic at the center by the whatever it's called, the desk-like thing, I guess, finding where the blast had originated and the amount of power that was behind it, as Beryl was not able to quantify exactly how strong it was, but it felt like it was powerful magic. Then, the four of them went toward the back, where they began investigating the back room, first trying to follow footprints to see if they could find where this person entered, then track back their footprints backwards from where they exited, see if they could find what they took. Unfortunately, the footprints in the back room were too muddied, were too mixed up to be able to find anything of use, as you were unable to find what they had taken. And as well, there was the safe at the back, protected by an arcane ward that would explode upon tampering with the safe or touching of the ward, as it was being investigated by a gentleman who could not break the ward. As some attempts to examine the ward further were had, while on the outside, Silas finished ritually casting detect magic, and was asked to see some of the weapons that were used in the fight. As he went over to the one who carried the weapons, and each of the weapons was went through once, and Silas was able to tell that the arrows were in fact magical, and said that he would come back later to identify. As well, an addendum to it, because I said that Sol could do this while she was waiting, but Sol did some prayers and rites for the dead as she was outside. And then, after Silas saw the weaponry, he went to go head inside with Sol and Isaac, as the three of you entered and went to the back room as well. Sorry, no, first, Silas investigated the blast at the center and found that it was powerful magic, having to be of 6th or higher circle, as he sensed the magic of it, and was also able to get a touch of it and feel the destructive might behind it. As then, they went into the back room where they attempted to examine the arcane circle, to no avail, and any plans to find any further hidden rooms at the back of the room were dismissed, as risking touching the circle would be a bad idea. As gathering some information, though, you all exited out, and Silas went to go identify the arrow, to which he found that this was an arrow of humanoid slaying, a powerful arrow that dealt immense damage to a humanoid upon impact, likely killing anybody it made contact with. Despite Silas's desire to ask to keep it, or to put in a request to get it, he refrained from doing so, as he knew who the arrows were going back to, and then you all gathered up and discussed what you should do next. After some brief discussion, it was decided that you would head toward, Vidath's, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. Or did something else happen before that? I'm going to take the silence as a no, as you all made your decision to head to Vidath's after some discussion, with Silas wishing to actually speak to you all after you exited the town, as he stated that he believes that the Merchant Guild representative is likely very suspicious, as he survived a blast that would be very hard to survive, especially unscathed, where the Dragon's Tincture's owner survived the blast, but he was very badly wounded and is still recovering, whereas he was unharmed, it seemed. This made Silas suspicious, though he learned that he had some divine blessings, or spiritual blessings, sorry, so that it could be that. Maybe, but still it was suspicious, to say the least, to Silas. And as well, that going to see Vidath would at least be good for eliminating suspects, which you all agreed on, as you approached Vidath's house and knocked upon his door. He answered and was very, sorry, I got distracted by something. He answered and was very crude and a bit curt as he spoke to you all, not really seeming to want to talk, but through the right questions you were able to discern that there was something going on with him, or something that he was at least nervous to keep hidden regarding the Moondancer of Estrella, as you all asked about her. Eventually, Astrid was able to convince Vidath that she and the others were not here as representatives of the mayor, just that she was here for herself and she wanted to know what happened to the Moondancer. Vidath, seemingly softened and convinced, opened the door and allowed you all to enter, as you were led into the back, into a room, a living area, where you found the Drow Moondancer Estrella, unconscious, laying on the couch, covered in bandages, clearly having been wounded. As Vidath explained that he had found her wounded in the wood one night, left for dead, with a wound that was clearly leaking with poison, and that as he brought her back, he was warned by her to not bring her to the guard or to the mayor. So, Vidath had been keeping her here in secret, trying to fix her as best he can, but he was unable to fix the poison that ailed her. As using her connection with Illustre and strumming a tune on her Kia lute, Astrid attempted to fix the infection that afflicted Lady Astray. As she played her song and cast the spell, Protection from Poison, she was able to successfully mend the wound and dispel the poison from her body, as soon after you all waited the next hour, and she awoke soon after that. As we are going to pick up with her awaking, where we left off last session. Does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns? Anything I left out of the recap that was important they would like to bring up? Okay. I'm going to pull you guys back to the town map screen. And I have to fix my display very quickly because it's on the wrong screen currently. There we go. Okay, so you guys can see the map. Comments, concerns. Sorry, I was just responding to Chris and Dylan in the chat. Alright. That being the case, we are going to get started. Let me do a quick music change. As sitting up, she looked toward you all, commenting toward the song that Astrid played, saying, my mother used to play me that tune when we lived on the outskirts of Menzoberranzan. It has been a long time. The fond memories are able to pull me from my slumber. You have my thanks. It is good to meet you all. I am Soleil Estrella.
I'm Astrid Concordier.
She looks to you, and there's a hint of recognition in her eyes as she hears the last name. As she goes, I see. That would make some sense, then.
Do you know what happened?
I do. I was caught off guard, very unfortunately. As I doubted the capabilities of the mayor.
So the mayor is behind this.
Yes. She looks over at each of you. May I get more introductions, please, though, before I continue? I would at least like to know the people who assisted removing this poison from me.
Name's Beryl. Nice to meet you.
Isaac Darrow, but really all the credit goes to Astrid.
You can call me Carolina.
She nods along.
They call me Soul.
As Isaac said, thanks belongs to Vidath and Astrid. But I am Silas Verval.
I'm Josie.
Well, it's just good to meet you all, and nonetheless, if the thanks does not belong to all of you, but to Vidath and Astrid, and I thank the both of you sincerely. It is still good to know the names of the people that I am talking to now, as what had happened to me is a bit of a complicated matter, and I don't want to reveal it flippantly without knowing who I'm revealing it to. No offense.
It's understandable.
I'm taken.
Well, if it's any consolation, I mean, we could back this up, but we were kind of not hired, but tasked with finding you.
Why you?
It's true.
Can I ask by who?
I guess you could call us subcontractors. Uh, we were tasked by Setanta Fione, one of the Knights of Praxmore, and he was tasked
Daggers.
with. Isaac is saying this, so
Satanta.
No, I know. I was just giving him daggers. That's all.
I had
Isaac
forgotten.
isn't saying it.
I had forgotten that Satanta was a knight. Actually, that is somewhat embarrassing.
Anyway, he was tasked by your friend Ilsani.
That would make sense that she would call upon him. He is a very trustworthy individual, one of the most kind-hearted men I have known throughout my life.
Technically hired initially by the mayor to put up the festival and help protect it, so on and so forth. That's been quite suspicious in its own right, and there was an attack in the city. But as we were figuring out what we were going to do from there for that, we got a conversation with him that revealed that he was tasked with trying to find you, and that it was suspected that the mayor would be involved with your disappearance.
Their suspicions were correct then. The city was attacked. The town was attacked.
By
Correct.
both undead and kobolds.
Undead. Kobolds are also even more strange. How did they get into the town?
Astrid actually suspected the sewers.
There was
Maybe.
evidence on the shoes of the undead that suggested they may have come through the sewers, yes.
Strange. Is she just a bit to sit up a bit more? As she does, you see her wince and she grasps the side of her arm, likely where the wound is, as Vidath would move over and try to assist her in sitting up better, as he would just go, "Do not strain yourself too much. We have just... she has just mended that poison within you. Do not open your wounds again." She'll go, "Yes, apologies. You were initially hired by the mayor. Do you have any loyalties to report back my appearance here to her?"
No, ma'am.
Not
To
in
the mayor,
slightest.
no. But if you ask, I will not report it to Satanta either.
Thank you for respecting my wishes on that then, but Satanta needs to be informed. I suspected that your answer would be that you have no loyalties with the mayor, but I only needed to be sure before I reveal what happened that night. Apologies, as she winces again and adjusts herself to a more comfortable position. I was staying with my dear friend, Lady Ilsani, in this town. I did not intend to stay in town long. I have a task I must get to. But I found the mayor's behavior to be rather suspicious, so I did some digging into what could be going on in the town. And I recovered some information. It appears that the mayor is offering stay and likely attempting to get favor or working with a red wizard of Belloria. So Silas, Sol, Carolina, everyone except for Beryl and Josie, I suppose. Josie, even actually, you can roll. Everyone except for Beryl.
Mother.
You might know this name, not particularly because of some reasons, but yeah. So everyone can roll history except for Beryl. Or not really in
Can I
the
get the
Feywild.
spelling in the chat
Yes.
just for the notes?
Waiting on Astrid. So, okay. Real simple. We'll start with Isaac and Carolina. Isaac, Carolina, you know the name. The Red Wizards of Beloria are what most would refer to a organization of evil spellcasters that are banned from entry into most nations of Euclax. You do not know much about them, but you know that they are feared and that they are reviled by much of the lawful world. Silas, you know quite a bit about the Red Wizards of Beloria. You were taught about their existence by your master. You were in fact taught of the existence of many of the major mage institutes of the world. The Red Wizards, in particular, were a group that were once led by a rather foul and evil wizard that seeked to exert power over the world and use subterfuge to conquest the known, to have control and conquest the known worlds, to be the one who is in charge of everything behind the shadows. The Red Wizards were then overthrown by their new leader, and you would in fact know the name of him. Let me find what it exactly is. Where are you? Tizaz Zam. The Red Wizards were overthrown by their new leader, Tizaz Zam, a powerful wizard. And the organization has now been reformed into an organization that still has some malevolent implications to it, that just seems to be hunting down magical items across the world for the purpose of storing dangerous magical goods in their vault so that they were not in the hands of people that could, if using them, cause disaster. That is what you know of the organization. You also know that despite the fact that they have reformed into a less evil organization, they are still feared across the world and are banned from many of the nations of the world as well. And they are called the Red Wizards, but they are a organization that employ all different types of spellcasters.
Do we know, would me or Isaac know if they have like a symbol that like defines them, that like it's well known? Or do they just like...
One second. Let me see if I can find a symbol. Yes, you know that they have a symbol that looks like what is a eye that is carved into stone that has a circular spiral in it that has 5 red gemstones across the spiral.
Jake, I missed it. Why? Did she say she was hunting these guys?
No, she did not say anything of the sort. She said that she believes the mayor is working with one.
Okay.
As well, Isaac, you'd actually know one more thing, aside from that. You, in fact, because of your Praxmore roots, know that there is an embassy of the Red Wizards in Praxmore. Despite their, bad reputation, it is something that many of the, people in Praxmore question, wondering why they are allowed to have a embassy of sort. And their embassy is known as the Ruby Citadel. It is a tall, standing stone citadel that is painted a bright red color. A bit on the nose, if you would.
Jake?
Mm-hmm.
About how tall is the mayor? I promise it's relevant.
Maybe about 5'5"? Average height-ish? I understand why you'd assume it's why that's relevant, but not particularly tall. I found evidence of her ties to the Red Wizards, and the fact that she had invited one here, and that she wished to impress this one. Likely her obsession with the festival is the reason for that. The reason for her obsession of the festival is that. So, foolishly, I will admit now, I went to confront her on the matter alone, because I believed that if there were others there, the situation would escalate, and I fancy myself very good with diplomacy. Frankly, I did not expect the mayor would be the type to have the constitution to be able to pull something off like this. So, I let my guard down somewhat, and then there was a dagger in my back with an unknown poison assailing me. Usually, I cannot be afflicted by most common poisons, so it was a shock to say the least. I likely would have died if Vidath had not found me in the wood where she tried to leave me for death.
Preliminary findings, but poison appears to have a instinctual intelligence, if that makes sense.
Perhaps a parasite of some sort. Less of a poison, then. It would make sense why it was able to bypass my divine protections, then.
I'll need many hours later on to attempt to learn anything. Nonetheless, that's all I can provide.
I do not know where she could have acquired such a thing. Perhaps from the Red Wizards, but that does not match their characteristics. I do not see a reason why they would give up something so valuable to her.
Unless they also got something out of it.
There is a possibility of that. Nonetheless, that
Unless they have the ability to mass produce it.
that is what happened with me. I foolishly let my guard down despite knowing that despite the signs that would be a bad idea.
Did you discover why she wants to form an allegiance with the Red Wizards?
I have theories, but I was unable to get the conversation to any point where I could confirm anything.
And do you know if the Red Wizard is already in the city, or will they be arriving sometime soon?
I do not know. I would guess that they would be in the city now.
Or for the festival.
I do not know what the mayor's intentions with the Red Wizards could be for sure, but perhaps it is protection she looks for. She is a jumpy woman.
She seems awfully frightful of the vampire. It could plausibly be get their help in dealing with him.
That could be a possibility. Though her fear of the vampire is not unnatural. Ah, fuck. 1 second. Forgetting the name of an animal, so I want to make an analogy. A deer should fear a tiger, after all. I couldn't think of the animal, so I just went with a deer.
Lamb.
Have you met them?
The vampire? No.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know his name?
That I do know. I was allowed that information. Give me 1 moment, I didn't get my document pulled open.
That's okay. We're due to meet him sooner or later, and I prefer to know his name before we do that.
His name is Lord Solomon Christo. Oh my god.
That was close.
Crisco.
Christo.
Nah, he's into bacon. He uses Crisco.
No, it just means he's slippery.
I know very little about the man. Don't know what type of sandwich would be named Solomon.
Why is the sandwich called a Reuben?
We will have to speak to him as a part of the investigation for what happened in the town, if only for the same reason, by my anticipation, that we came here.
I would
Initially.
be careful in your dealings with him. I do not know anything about him, but if he is truly as old as they say he is, he could be very dangerous.
If you wanted to harm or kill humanoids of the area, why wait so many hundreds of years before doing so?
That is why I do not tell you not to go speak with him, as I wonder the same thing myself. There's a possibility that he bears no threat to anybody within this town.
Not that I doubt you, but what do you think the wizard? What do you think the mayor's plan was when you met with her? Do you think it was premeditated? Do you think she was on to the fact that you were on to her?
I have
Because,
my
I mean-
doubts that she knew that I was on to her. I believe she made a gut reaction, and she attempted to kill me as part of that reaction. She is a jumpy woman, but she is not stupid. If she knew that I was on to her, she would not have attempted to silence me in such a way. My disappearance, as you know, now, attracts individuals that she would likely not want in her town investigating her.
Like Setanta.
Exactly like Setanta. In fact, Setanta is likely the
Is it-
last person she would have wanted to find out what happened to me. As he does not have discretion, and he is an arm of the law, he would not need to inform anybody before delivering justice to her. Though I doubt he would do such a thing. It is merely a matter of fact. If Setanta got onto her and found out what had happened, he could execute her per his discretion. So she likely would not have attempted to silence me in this way if she knew that I was onto her. She panicked and she made a decision that she will assuredly come to regret.
So what's our play here? Do you want us to contact Setanta?
The town is in peril currently, yes?
It had an incident, and we're attempting to figure out what the source of it is to prevent future ones.
She looks to Vidath and goes, "If you would be kind enough to allow me to remain here, so that there could be a level of discretion had, so that I am not back in the city, I would appreciate that." Vidath will look, as he'll just sigh and go, "Fine, but you cannot stay here longer than the next 5 days." Sorry, 4 days is what it was. She nods, because I will likely not need that long. She looks to you all and goes, "Discreetly inform Setanta of where I am, or tell him that he should come here and speak to Vidath, if you cannot tell him exactly about me discreetly. Then resume your investigation into the matters we're investigating. I want to catch the mayor and this red wizard both in one swoop. If one gets informed before the other, they could make a run for it. And I would like to get all the answers.
The Red Wizard wouldn't happen to be a tiefling, would they?
I don't know. There are likely many red wizards. There are likely many tieflings among the red wizards.
When we first met the mayor on our way out, we were rushed out so she could hurriedly meet a gentleman that we didn't get his name.
There's a possibility that that gentleman was the red wizard. However, there is a possibility that it was simply another meeting as well. I do not want to move too quickly on this. As I said, catching both of them would be the ideal situation here.
This is not on the top of what happened to you, but the city, or the town. I apologize if it's considered rude. Can I inquire what you know about Forrest Tohan? Is it Tohan?
The Merchant Guild representative. It is Tohan. What I know of him, I know very little. He was born and raised here. And he has worked with the Merchants Guild to support the local businesses for much of his life now. I do not personally know the man. I am not from here, as you perhaps could tell.
I was just curious for information, as by his story, he was merely knocked back against the wall and got some minor scrapes from an extremely potent magical blast that could not have been accomplished by a spell less than a sixth circle spell.
That's powerful magic.
And he seemed relatively unscathed by it.
It perhaps could have been out of the direct radius of the blast.
The radius of the blast filled the entirety of the room.
More, I mean, the more potent and volatile part of the blast could have only extended out a certain bit, and that the rest of it was merely a shockwave. Or there could be something strange going on there.
That's what my gut tells me. Supposedly he has a blessed bloodline, but
Blessed in what
I
way?
have my doubts on that being
Spiritually, divine?
Spiritual.
spiritually.
Spiritual blessings only get so powerful. I doubt there could be one strong enough to block 6th level magic.
That was my thought.
Perhaps
It
if
was
he was
his
touched by the
reasoning-
divines, it would be more likely. Go ahead, sorry.
It was his explanation was he arrived to see the individual that was with the undead, the very tall person, about 6'2", 6'3", wearing a black cloak. Was arguing with the, as this is his description, mind you, arguing with the owner of the Dragon's Tincture. Sorry, I don't know why that didn't want to come out. And before he could overhear what the argument was, the blast of energy ripped out, and he was knocked dazed, unconscious for moments. And when he came to, the individual was gone.
I see.
Find it hard to believe that it was powerful enough to knock him out at that level without doing more than very minor harm. And if that's the case, and Sal's going to look at the rest of the group, he's the only one that... No, never mind. No, he wasn't. Never mind. Sal's not going to say anything else. Satanta also saw the individual. Anyways.
We can summon Satanta here right now. I could send him a message if that's what you want. I mean, I think, and I think we all should agree, is that your safety right now is our primary concern. And I'm also concerned that we could be being watched, and we've been talking for, I don't know, what Jake, like 30 minutes, you would say?
Something like well, it's been an hour. You've probably been talking for about like 10, 15 minutes now.
Okay, so I think if we're being watched, it is suspicious that we were let into a recluse's house. So we should be careful leaving and summoning people here, but I can get Satanta here if that's what you wish.
Satanta would be the assured bet to make sure I was safe. She looks to Vidath as Vidath goes. It is unlikely that if you're being watched, they are not hearing anything coming from the inside of here at the very least.
Well, if that's the case, we better get ourselves a big tank to come help.
Send your message to Satanta. I did not know you were aware of such magics. Able to use such magics. That is the most discreet way of getting him here.
I have some tricks up my sleeve. And I will cast Sending.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, let me just count this out. I don't think it'll be a 25, but let's see. Found Illustre alive. Come to Vidath's house discreetly. Waiting on you. That's 11.
Okay.
You could like ask him about his day is still.
Love
You got
Isaac.
room for it.
Alright, you'll send the message. Okay.
He can answer me.
Yes, that's what I was checking for. OMW.
Sorry. All right.
ONW smiley face. That's true. He would say on his way. As you'd received the message back on my way.
He's on his way.
Good. I have not seen Satanta in a long time. It'll be interesting to speak with him again. Do you all have anything to do or ask of Lady Estee while you wait? Any questions or anything of the sort?
You have much experience with the Gith.
Which Gith?
Yankee, if I remember correctly. Yes, the Gith Yankee.
I have very little experience with the Githyanki that has not been fights with them. Though I have known many Githzerai in the past.
Did anyone task you with this discovering the mayor's intent, or were you here on vacation and kind of happened to have found it yourself?
I am on a mission right now. My dreams have brought me visions of the cold north. Something strange is brewing in the untamed lands of Euclax. So I was on my way toward there to find what has disturbed the nature of the land, and I decided to stop here to pay my friend a visit. That was when I stumbled upon the markings of the Red Wizard's interactions with the mayor.
Astrid will just also take this time to sort of fill her in on more detail about the attacks, like the spell scrolls being stolen, and then they wanted something from the tinctures, and we don't know if they found it or not. because she seems to have a better grasp of what's going on than we do, and she might, be able to narrow something down based on that.
It is assumed they did take what they wanted from the tinctures, though, because the guy
Right.
escaped with the bag. And you do not know what was taken from the dragon's tinctures?
No. Apparently the shopkeep is very particular about his organization and inventory. We suspect it's in a safe, but none of us can crack it due to the warding circle around it.
The spell paper is rather straightforward. Spell paper is used to transcribe spells onto scrolls. What spells it could be used for, who knows? But nonetheless, that is more straightforward. Concerning that someone would steal from an alchemist, as there are many different things that could be used for diabolical schemes in the possession of some alchemists.
Possibly unrelated, but ways away before we got here, an alchemist was slain for not being willing to sell a unicorn horn to someone.
A unicorn horn.
Yes,
Of this you are certain?
with all but 100% certainty.
Seer contemplate for a moment, but then just nods.
And nearby that location, there was a cave with a potent, likely fifth circle magic that was used for some ritual that involved some sort of sacrifice.
Fifth circle magic is also no small school.
Its residual effects seem to activate dead bears to become, headless undead bears that we had to deal with. So shortly before we found out about the alchemist that was slain. And correct me if I'm wrong, Josie, Beryl, the footsteps, prints left by that individual lodge in the cave?
Yeah.
I know, I'm
Well,
reaching for your
and there
back in your notes.
and there were also like small like lizard-like prints,
I actually have renderings
Could have
of
been
those. Astrid drew
kobolds.
them.
perhaps, yeah, kind of like kobold.
You're showing the drawings.
Yeah, Astrid will produce the drawings.
That assuredly could be a kobold foot.
And that was necromantic magics back there. So the same culprit involved with the kobold and undead incidents in the town, if those are indeed coordinated to hit two different pots, could have also been the assassin of the prior alchemist for the unicorn horn and reporter of the ritual in the cave.
You are absolutely certain it was a unicorn horn that was taken.
Yes, we've read what, half dozen or more letters on the subject from the person trying to get it anonymously from the shopkeeper, and we found the broken case that it was in that had markings that it was a case with a unicorn horn within it.
Then I say that if you wish to investigate this matter further, and you wish to find out what's going on, that you likely should make haste to the vampires as soon as you can.
What makes you say that?
If someone has stolen a unicorn horn and has targeted another alchemist, and they are here in the city, that'll mean their next target is the blood of the vampire.
You still haven't explained your reasoning.
I cannot tell you.
components for some sort of dangerous icicle magic, I assume.
You're close.
Regardless, if
A ritual I have sworn years ago at a Concord where we all swore that that knowledge would never be allowed to the world again, and that we would keep it secret, that it would not happen again. So I cannot tell you what it is, only that this is troubling, and that it is good that Satanta is on his way.
that's
You
the
think-
case, then we shouldn't wait for Satanta. We should just go, yes?
I disagree. I already said I think somebody could be watching us. Like, we could open the door and just get blasted in the face for all we know. I'd feel more comfortable if Satanta was here, not only protecting Illustrae, but protecting us.
Soleil Astray.
It's
Illustrae is the
Soleil.
goddess, technically.
I'm sorry, Soleil Astray.
Yes. It's alright. Their names are similar for obvious reasons.
Yes.
You don't think, well, this cloaked person could do anything against a 300-year-old vampire, do you?
He does not need to do anything more than get the blood and leave. It is not hard. Just take blood from a creature without besting it fully.
Well, at the very least, I mean, we should wait for Tanta anyway, because, well, his apprentice was instigating the fires, so right? We could all go together.
Possibly. Does anyone recall how tall that paladin Carrion was?
How tall?
Ooh.
You did not meet him, Soul. It was before we met you. A paladin that turned on his oath of justice in pursuit of a magical artifact for some anonymous individual or organization. Perhaps the Red Wizards, perhaps not.
Did he wear
Also
black armor?
employed. I don't think he was in black armor.
No,
I don't
but
think it was either, but she would have asked.
I mean,
No, I understand. I was looking.
people can change their clothes, right?
They can. Carrion had
I believe he was wearing.
undead with him,
Yeah,
Silver
Um,
armor.
and it
it was like paladin stuff.
and the same employer also employed ogres, including a mage ogre that wielded abyssal energies to also create undead as a necromancer would. The trending string of coincidences that I'm to think aren't.
It's true, the MO does seem to fit.
Could be Carrion in this town for all we know. Did the act.
Moondancer,
Forgot.
Moondancer Sile, you are well traveled and you know of forbidden rituals. So, answer me this. Do you know of a black knight who can perform dark incantations?
I have known many knights that could be described as black knights. Dark incantations, how? Are you talking about, sorry, 1 second. I have to pull out a note. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Are you talking about darkness magic produced by hexes?
Darkness magic?
Roll history.
Anyone else roll history on that phrase?
No.
Okay.
You know of hexers. Hexers are evil magic practitioners that use dark magic, but you've never heard of darkness magic, per se.
Tell me, have you heard these words? Swallow light, devour hope, malclarent.
She freezes for a moment as she is in thought. Where did you hear those words?
That was the dark incantation used on me.
Did the individual wield a sword?
Yes?
Can you describe the sword to me?
I don't have in my notes what it looks like. Would I have to make a roll, or she would try to describe it to the best of her ability?
Can roll a history, not at advantage, sorry. Well, you can roll a history, but we'll add your, perception, your wisdom modifier to it as well, because it's technically about how well you perceived something. Oof. Absolute despair on your face. Oh, no, buddy. You know that it was a bastard sword, at the very least. And that it was made of dark metal and was almost completely black, with red colors across it as well. Like it had veins of red magic running through it.
She would have said that.
I do not know who your Black Knight could be, but it's very possible that they are wielding a blade of incredible power and strength. The name Malclarent is the name of an old, old weapon. One that is tied, in fact, to the land of Destin. You could say that it is a corrupted blade. That is disturbing to hear that you have encountered an individual that could be carrying such a weapon, though it could be an imitation.
Well, we will likely meet again.
I would advise that you steer clear of them if they carry that blade.
Not sure if I can do that. But for now, I will listen.
Does anyone else have anything to ask while you wait for Satanta to arrive? I'm going to take that as a no. As eventually there would be a knocking on the door, and Vidath would quiet all of you down, holding a finger up to his mouth, going, shh. So he would approach the door. He'd step outside and approach the door. And you would hear a short conversation where he tries to confirm who this individual at the door is. And eventually it is clear that it is Satanta, and he is led inside. Standing before you all is Satanta as he looks out and sees Lady Estray alive and well, as he takes a breath, exhales a breath of relief seeing that, as the Lady Estray speaks out, going, It is good to see you, Satanta, though it appears we meet in unfortunate circumstances once again. As he goes, Aye, seems like this time it's me finding you half dead, though. As he goes, it appears destiny does play funny tricks like that. Hopefully the next time we meet it'll be when neither of us have been injured. So he goes, Ha! Don't think that's particularly possible for folk like us. But I'm glad to see you're alive, Soleil. Ilsani's been very worried about you. She just goes, Yes, I imagine she would be. So he looks to you all and he goes, Well, you found her? Thank you for that. So what happened? Gonna assume that you guys catch him up to speed.
Yeah.
Alright. Would everyone like to take a break now, with that being the case?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so why don't we take 5 minutes now, and we'll be back at 8:19 or 8:20.
Cool.
Alrighty. So that will be our break, as we will be back in about 5. Let me pause the music, and move us over to the break screen.
Oh, snap. You gotta go
Oh,
there.
wow.
No, not gonna do that.
No?
Thanks
But
for the
big-
offer, bot.
But Big follows.
Anyway. You all catch Satanta up with the assistance of Vidath and Slayastreya. As after catching up, he nods as he goes, "That's quite a story." Looks over to Vidath as he gives a bow as he goes, "I thank you sincerely for watching over the lady and making sure that you and doing what you could to make sure she got out of it alive." As Vidath just scoffs as he goes, "I didn't do it out of any obligation for the town or anything. I did it simply because it was the right thing for the goddess." As he nods and he looks to you and he goes, "And thank you for curing her." Looks to you, Astrid.
I mean, of course. It sounds. I don't really want to say thank you. That's a weird thing to say thank you to. But
Nonetheless, that's quite the tale, and the accusation that she's working with a res wizard is quite the accusation. Not as big as it would be, say, about 20 years ago, but still no small crime. Phew. How do we go forward here? As she would go, "I find that to be an irrelevant point at the moment. You guys, I'm assuming you caught him up on what was going on with Lady Astray and not anything else that has happened so far in your discussions, so that's why I'm moving into it now." So he goes, "Satanta, your apprentice is at the vampire's castle." So he goes, "I sent him there, aye." As she goes, "Can you get in contact with him?" And he goes, "I don't have magic to be getting in contact with him currently. Have to wait for another day before I can use my item to get in touch." As she goes, "That is not useful right now. Listen, the vampire's castle is a must-go-to right now. Someone is trying to gather materials for a forbidden ritual that I cannot reveal the name of or what the intent of the ritual is of. At least, I believe that is the case right now." As he goes, "Slow down there. Forbidden ritual? What are you on about?" As she goes, "I can't explain. Just they have told me things about crimes they have encountered on the road coming to here that are too similar to some things that have occurred here. And that this individual behind the attack on the city could be at the castle right now, trying to steal the vampire's blood." So he goes, "Shit, that does sound important. Unfortunately, I can't head to the castle right now, because I am obligated to make sure that you are safe." As she goes, "Don't be ridiculous. I will be fine here. You need to get a move." She goes, "Fortunately, not being ridiculous. You're a person of interest that needs to be made sure that you recover to your full might, considering your status in the Church of Illustray. I can't go. Even if I could, even if I didn't have to make sure you're alright. Well, my, what's the word? Well, let me just find the name. Sorry, 1 second. Even if I could, Zanzax is currently uncovering something that could be leading us to a lead for what's going on. She goes, she looks to you all. You intend to make your way to the castle?
Aye, we still have to find your apprentice and love to meet Mr. Solomon Christo.
Right. Well, if you are gonna go do that, when are you planning to do it? With it being up to a more dangerous situation now.
Well, we should at
Dangerous,
least.
but also more time oriented now. Yes.
Lady Astreas chimes up. She goes, I believe it is very time sensitive right now.
Well, it's best that we keep up the facade of, investigating what happened and everything. Although it's not technically a facade, we are investigating. But we should, keep a low profile and not key anyone in on the fact that we found you or that Satanta is here or anything. So that being said, I don't know if we're well equipped to go to the Dracula's castle. That was just a slip of the tongue. Sorry. I don't think we're equipped to go to the vampire's castle immediately. But at first light, I think if everyone's in agreement, I realize.
Oh, hold on. What? I'm good to go. Let's go. What if Satanta, what if your apprentice in trouble?
He's a pretty tough lad. It'd have to be real bad trouble, which, from what I've been told, it could be.
Right? So?
The individual potentially doing this was able to use the sixth circle spell at the tincture.
Right, and if we wait, then we might just stumble upon a castle with a vampire already missing some blood.
And if we find ourselves in trouble, I cannot heal you.
I'll just fight stronger.
Cool. What will we do? I understand.
Pew! All those things that you can do.
Stifle himself.
What?
You can do all kinds of things.
That's what you think my divine magic is? Pew pew.
And
Bang, bang.
Lady Astray chimes up. She goes, "May I ask a question? Which of those among you are the most tapped currently?"
Soul would step forward.
Mm-hmm. Anyone
Else
else?
looks to Astrid. How are you faring?
On a meta level, I got 4 spell slots out of 9. So not terrible.
I mean, you could step up if you want to. Like she's asking for those who are have spent a lot of.
I know,
resources.
but I want to know where Silas is.
I think Astrid and Soul should take priority over myself on this matter,
This is
but
not.
I am
This
relatively tapped
This
magically.
is me asking. So, the 3 of you are tapped magically.
I have some in the tank still, but
And the 3 of you are elves. Is that a correct assumption?
yes.
Would you not only need a 4-hour meditation to recover most of your lost abilities?
True for me.
That's also true for me, but I wasn't sure how everyone else was faring.
Mm-hmm.
So forgive me for being presumptuous then. Could you not take 4 hours to rest, and those that need time can also recover some small things? And then go?
That is all I was asking for.
My mistake for assuming that everybody needed to sleep like me, but I'm good to go.
You're all right to go, Isaac?
I am good to go.
All right. I was worried about you and Carolina.
Though, I will warn you, it's like late afternoon. It's like early afternoonish right now, actually. 4 hours will pass, it will be closer to nighttime, closer to when the vampire will be the strongest. That'll either benefit you, or it will harm you, if he is a threat. If he is not, then I imagine he will not take to the intruders attacking to his castle very well, which assuredly this man looking for his blood would do.
Well, if we don't show up as intruders,
Right.
hopefully-
We show up and we say, "Hello, Mr. Christo, sir. We're here to help you prevent, a big strong spellcaster from stealing your blood. Would you like that?"
Not sure those are the words I would use, but yes, that is basically the same
Me or
idea.
Silas can say something.
Well, I'm not gonna not introduce myself. That's just
Oh no, of course not.
Satanta looks to you all as he goes, I'm sincerely sorry that I can't go to the castle with you.
Well, we
If we're
don't
doing the
expect you to be
meditation-
everywhere at once.
Uh,
You do have other things to do.
could you pass on a message for me though?
I
I had business with Tika this evening, and if we're going to the castle immediately, that will not happen. So I just want to let her know that I'm not flaking on her.
I'll let her know. Though,
Thank you.
I mean, it's not too far off. If everything goes alright, you might be able to make it back before, midnight.
Maybe.
Hope you
That
can.
would be ideal for me.
Listen, after the 4 hours passes, I can give one of you a rune that'll be able to help you. I'm gonna have to start working on it now before I can inscribe it. So I gotta ask, are you looking for something offensively oriented, defensively oriented, or supportive or support oriented?
Do you have anything that could boost Soul's abilities? Not that you need it, Soul, but better safe than sorry.
no, that you.
What type of ability would I be trying to boost?
Her healing, perhaps?
I could give something that could give you a big heal.
Big heal.
That's what my vote is for, unless somebody else has an idea.
I would say trust in whether Soul believes we need which one of those, since it's her responsibility to keep us from falling down.
That's fair.
Why not give the big hit to Astrid?
I could give it to whoever needs to get it. I just need to know what I'm giving someone.
Might be ideal as well, so that someone could heal Soul if need be.
Yeah,
Yes,
like an ace in the hole.
I could do that. Any objections?
No.
Then please, Satanta, something that will help Soul.
I need you to give me something that you carry on you that you could easily access during a fight.
Jake, would it be like blasphemous or sacrilege to offer him my illustrated necklace?
You don't know what he's doing, so it would depend on if
Oh.
he's defacing it or not. You'd have to ask.
violin.
Then I will
Your
give
violin.
him the bow to my violin. Not the violin itself, but the bow.
Okay. So you would take it, and you would see him go, and he would sit down in one of the chairs, comfortably, like it was his own house, as Vidath scoffs seeing that. And he takes his finger, and he begins to drag it across the bow as he begins to inscribe something using his runic magic upon the bow. As it's going to take some time. As Vidath goes, I suppose to keep your illusion up of not being suspicious, you're going to want to spend the next 4 hours here, aren't you?
I mean, we could go outside.
It's fine.
You sure?
It doesn't seem fine.
Doesn't seem fine.
It's fine.
Isaac,
We'll be out of your hair in no time.
have you ever heard the saying, "I'll look a gift horse in the mouth"?
I've heard that saying, but I'm also very polite, and I don't want to intrude on somebody.
I knew what I was signing up for when I
That's-
decided to keep Lady Estray here.
You could say you picked up a stray.
That was
Faust goes and
disrespectful.
sits in the corner.
Lady Estray chuckled a bit at it. On that note, Lady Estray, while they are resting, you should rest some more and get your strength back so that this brute does not need to spend more time here so that you can heal sooner. As he looks over to Satanta as he's in the middle of his inscribing. As Satanta just lets out a hearty laugh at that as he goes, brute's a good way to describe me, actually, yeah.
Is he just huge compared to everything else?
He's very big.
Massive.
And it's just the gigantic spear wrapped in in the cloth is just so annoyingly obtrusive everywhere.
It just keeps knocking shit over.
Yeah.
Like a kid whose backpack is too big, like everywhere they turn, they knock something else over.
God.
Everyone knew that kid.
Yes,
Yeah, it was me.
It would be a good descriptor, wouldn't it? So I ask that you rest a bit so that I can possibly get some peace in my home in the future now. She smiles towards Vidath and goes, I thank you once again, Sir Vidath, for protecting me. I do not know where your allegiances lie. It is confusing to see the mark of the Queen of the Underdark on your visages, but it appears there is more to you than simply her touch. She goes, there are many in the Drow that you would likely be surprised by, that can pay homage to both the mother and the daughter. She just nods as she lays back down on the couch and appears to be attempting to sleep. So what are you guys gonna do?
Meditation.
Alright.
Isaac will ask Vidath for some water.
He'd scoff at you and then get you a cup of water.
It's brown.
It's in a it's in like a clay it's in a clay cup.
Sick.
I am going. I'm reading Myths and Legends of Euclid.
Okay. The rest of you will get the benefits of a long rest as you wait.
All of us?
Well, yeah. Sorry, short rest. Short
Yeah,
rest.
okay,
The rest of you get the benefits of a short rest while you wait.
Josie will take the time. Like, she doesn't really need it, but like,
Yeah, that's fair. As
It's a pretty long rest.
As those of you meditating will get your meditation off. Crazy that someone got to point out that this party is mostly elves, so that if
elves.
the non-elves don't need a long rest.
Yeah.
What, like, cause I wasn't here for the combat. What was my condition after that?
Is it not on your character sheet?
No, your
My
character sheet should be updated to what you are
It
at
should be
now.
updated.
My character
I
sheet
believe-
says I'm at full health.
Yes.
Yeah, Jake rolled your hit dice for a short rest, though.
Okay.
So
Cool.
You should be missing 2 hit die, I believe.
Okay.
But yeah, you're good. You were not looking great at the end of the combat. That's all. So
Yeah.
kind of got fucked.
Like, she went down at least once.
yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing on the ground?
I don't know. I think she and Silas should take turns.
Nap time.
Round time.
Ooh, can I take a nap? Fall down. Unconscious.
When we learn Caroline is actually a narcoleptic.
After about an hour, Satanta finishes transcribing the rune onto the bow, but does wait till the end of the long rest to give anything. As the end of the elves' long rests come to an end, as you all stand up ready and such, as Satanta will offer out the bowstring to you. As soon as he goes, right, it's got one use, but it'll be a big one, so save it for when you really need it. It'll only last about a day, though.
Oh, what does it do exactly?
It's a rune of Giant's Healing. It gives you a big burst of healing, and then you regenerate some afterwards. I'm going to type out what it does exactly for you as I speak. It is
Thank
a
you.
rune of Giant's Healing. As an action, you activate this, and in a 30-foot burst, up to 8 targets of your choice heal 4. 1 second. You activate this. Actually, activate this as a burst. As a burst. As you heal in a 30-foot radius burst. Up to 8 creatures of your choice. An amount equal to 66. 6 dice. 66.
66 hit points.
At the start of each creature's next turn, they heal for an additional 2d6. And then it ends after that.
It ends after that. Okay, cool.
So big burst heal, then a regenerate heal at the start of each of the people that was healed turn.
Thank you. This will be very helpful.
Hi. And you can show that to me lad Kanda if you meet him there, and he's a bit abrasive at first. He'll know that I was the one who made it if you show him. As long as you don't have to spend it
suppose-
before that.
Well, hopefully the woods aren't too perilous. Shall we go and give Adath most of his home back?
Yes, most of it.
I cannot control the giant man.
All right, you kids get along now.
I am likely older than you.
Take your word for it.
You guys gonna leave?
Yeah.
As Lady Astray is sleeping, so she does not give you any
Night, night.
farewells as she rests, and I assume you don't wake her up to say goodbye.
Yeah, no, please, no.
Okay. As all of you will
Hey,
step
we're leaving.
outside, as it is around the time when the sun is beginning to set. What do you do?
Okay, first off, are we even at the right exit for town
You are.
for the castle? Oh, we are! Excellent.
We were
How
told it was
convenient.
like 3 miles.
Can we see it from where we are right now?
Oh, you see it peeking over the the trees in the distance, yes?
Josie, do you think you'll be able to keep that in your mind as a reference point? I know you're the best at sort of traversing the wild.
The large castle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can hold on to that one.
All right. Listen, sometimes when you get closer to big things, you can't see them anymore. But,
Just smell the
all right.
stones.
Josie, you remember that? I think you all were told that it was about an hour away.
Yes.
Fairly close to town in the direction, more than 3 hours.
What did you say?
I was just reading my notes. The castle is fairly close to the town in the western direction, more than 3 hours away.
You said more than 3 hours?
I said no more than 3
No
hours.
more than 3 hours away. Okay. All right, you guys are gonna move out.
Yep.
What type
Yes.
of pace are you moving at?
Normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless the sun is like about to go down.
It is setting.
It's setting soon-ish, or it's like it's like in the sky, like at the point where it will begin setting in like maybe an hour or two.
Okay, well then, in that case, no.
Okay.
I'd actually vote for a fast pace.
Fast?
He just burnt 4 hours recovering resources, and this individual might be trying to get the vampire's blood.
That was a good point.
Yeah, they're going to try to do it before sundown or after. So either we go slow or we go fast. No reason to do in between.
Although when you think about it, like, if this guy has any intelligence in him, he would not want to do it at night because the vampire is stronger then.
That's what I was saying. Either before sundown or after, not either before sundown or after sun up, not between.
He said sundown, okay. I got you though.
Yeah, we can go fast.
Fast?
Okay. So you're gonna move at fast pace.
Yeah, we're not particularly trying to sneak up on him. We're gonna go through the front door.
Okay. Why don't I get Silas roll me a D100 then? All right. As you move through the woods at a fast pace, not getting a real moment to take the surroundings in around you. As you run, are you following the main road, or are you trying to, like, follow forward toward, like, you see where the castle is in the distance, you gonna try and walk that way, or just follow the main road?
I wouldn't risk like trying to bushwhack it.
Yeah.
So you're taking the
I would
main
say,
road?
yeah, main road.
Yeah, main
And
road.
Josie, you're keeping an eye out for getting to the castle?
Yes.
Roll me a perception. Sad advantage. Didn't matter. Okay. As you are keeping an eye out as you all move through these relatively normal but slightly snow-covered woods as you run. As let's get a music change. Where is my thing? As Josie, you look around for indications of the large castle as you move. It does indeed get a bit harder to spot as you grow closer, but you begin to notice a strange path as you move through the wood, about an hour into your travel. As the ground is covered in a rather, thin layer of snow. It covers the ground, it covers the, off the road as well, but it's not thick enough to, like, blend into the road and the, ground, of the forest. You can still tell the difference. But you pull up to a side road that could barely be called a road, sorry. It's more like a dirt path that is completely uncovered. Not covered in snow. As well, completely not covered in the trees and the grass going up that way are completely not covered in snow as well.
Well, that's odd.
As if any of you look to where Josie is looking when she says that's odd, you see the same thing. The uncovered trees and the uncovered road and ground. And you have a feeling that you think that is about the way to the castle.
That seems like it might be it, y'all.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Well, always down for a shortcut.
Definitely some sort of magic at play, but I hardly have time to examine it.
You guys can organize yourself in, like, say, a walking order over here.
Jake, from a cursory, does it seem like there's anything like fey or wild about that?
Not from any cursory glance, no. Still waiting on some more to just finish up putting yourselves in the marching order. Okay. As you're moving into onto the ground, I imagine, and moving toward the building. Toward moving up the road.
Correct.
Okay. Give me one moment. As you all walk toward the path, as assuming Josie, as I saw, and Beryl at the front, as you move and start to walk onto the path, the first thing you notice is that the climate somewhat changes. It's warm here. Not too warm, like, say, a spring, summer, or even a good fall day. But just warm enough that you could tell any small amount of snow would be melting underneath the heat. As it's shockingly warm here. It is the middle of the winter, of course, so there's something surprising about that. The rest of you all feel that as you begin to move onto the path as well. And as you walk, following the dirt path, it continues to get warmer and warmer until it feels almost like a spring day as you begin to draw closer on this dirt road toward a large building in the distance. A stone castle that, as you draw closer to the entryway, looks almost more akin to a manor made of stone as you move toward it. As you now all feel the heat of a spring day wearing down on you in your winter garb as you draw closer to the building and exit just out of the wood off the stone path as you find what look like trees knocked over surrounding the building itself, some rocky bits, and it looked like puddles of what you can definitely tell to be snow that almost instantly melted away upon colliding with the ground as you approach this large building. Give me 1 second. Just making sure everything's set up right before I give description further. As you stand before this stone stairway that leads inside of this tall castle-like building, the doors of this building are not standing anywhere that you can see. In fact, there appears to be no doors that lead in. In fact, it is just wide open, like an arch. As you look inside, and you see laying atop the entrance to this building, the foyer, is a pile of bones that has what looks like a shield and a short sword in it that just lay on the ground.
I hope
As
we're not too late.
I assume you guys are going to walk closer.
Isaac will.
Yeah, so I'm going to move you
Yeah.
one step closer, and as you do, there are what look like braziers of flame at the sides of the stone stairway. Don't move any further yet. Describing something first. And as you move closer, they instantly alight with green flame as you begin to approach. And then you hear what sounds like the sound of flying creatures flying away in the distance. And then a gout of flame shoots up above you, igniting the air, the sky above you, as you look up toward a balcony, maybe about on the second floor of this building, where this green flame just shoots up into the sky as a figure appears in the flame, standing there. As you see what looks like a pale-skinned human man dressed entirely in dark black clothing. Something akin to like a suit you can see that he is wearing that is somewhat dirtied and covered in what looks like small scorch marks across it as he stands there wearing it. And as well, he has a long, tattered cloak that is situated on his shoulders going down, covering most of the suit that he wears on his chest, but not covering, obviously, the lower parts of the attire. As he stands there before you, he has what looks like black hair that you can just barely see creeping out beneath what he is wearing atop his head, which is a wide-brimmed top hat that as well has some burning at the side of the hat. And what looks like a scruffy, unshaven black, like beard-esque. It's more, not a full beard, but just unshaven, black beard as he stands there. And you can see just burning red eyes and fangs as he stands. Looks down toward you all as you approach and goes, "Turn back, mortals. None of you are welcome in my home, and I will not stand for any more intruders."
Are you the vampire?
Turn back and leave.
Errol, one moment. You said any more intruders. That implies you already had some. You're actually coming in hopes of eating in that matter.
He rolls
We
his eyes
suspected
as
someone would
Silas
be
is
coming
talking.
here.
Your words are as empty as your head, it seems. Turn back and leave. I do not care what you are here for. This is my home, and I will not be pleased if you enter it. That is my last and final warning. As he flares his cape up, and in a gout of flame, he is surrounded by green flame once again and vanishes.
Wait, no, we want to talk.
He is gone.
I don't think he wants to talk.
Well, that's just great. How are we going to help him keep his blood if he doesn't even let us in?
He said any more intruders.
So there's somebody in there, or there
Was someone in here?
was.
Or it's that. And Josie will point to the pile of bones on the floor.
You can barely call that intruding.
I just didn't make it very far,
What
did
is
he?
inside?
Maybe soliciting.
Traveling salesman, perhaps.
Don't think. No, that's the apprentice would have saved.
The apprentice would have gotten further than the foyer.
So
Well-
I expect if we walk between the braziers, they will scorch us.
I'd say so.
It's a fair guess.
Where
But
where
we have
exactly
two
are
options.
where are the braziers exactly?
One moment.
Right here, I assume?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you in a second. They would be here,
Hmm.
and right across
Oh,
from
I
there.
was way off.
I don't. Where are you pinging?
It's not a ping; it's a measure.
Here, and here.
There
I
to
don't-
there.
We're still lit.
Jake's at all, but okay.
Yeah, I can't see Jake's.
Do you not
It's
see
black.
the black? Do you not see the black arrow?
Oh, I
Do you
just
see
thought
the
that was
purple one?
Soul.
I thought that was Soul.
No,
Yeah.
that's me doing from the other account because I'm on the
Oh,
other
okay.
page trying to show. It's from here to
Sorry.
here.
Okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
I was looking for a purple arrow.
So from this spot here to there, there is
Okay.
one. Not that there is one long line of braziers. That there is one here and one.
Right
The
around.
one on the
And
other
Gotcha.
side.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Does the does the pile of bones look like it's burned?
Can't tell from the distance, but you don't see any obvious burn marks. But yeah, you don't see any obvious burn marks.
We have two options. We can watch this place from the outside, or we can go inside. Well, I guess option 3, we can actually just go back.
Option 4, we find another entrance.
I don't think we should enter at all.
Yeah, he
If this
told
is how
us.
he's reacting.
not.
I would have liked to just talk to him, but I see
If you already-
he's not willing to talk to Silas.
If he already had one intruder, his mood is probably worse than whatever it normally is.
Yes.
He killed the
And
apprentice.
if that's the case, the intruder might have already gotten what they needed.
Or it could have been the apprentice.
That too.
Isaac proposed an option 4. I don't see a harm in evaluating the building from the outside.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't say we couldn't look at the outside of the castle.
Yeah. All right.
If we end up aggravating him enough into a fight, it will be entirely counterproductive to why we got here. So do be careful.
Yes, the last thing I want to do is fight this vampire.
Last thing I want to do is die to this vampire.
Yes, but I do not want to start a fight that does not need to be started.
I'm just stating that if it starts, we're probably dead.
Yes.
So circle the wagons.
Guess so.
So what are you doing?
We're gonna go around the perimeter of the castle looking for alternative entrances.
Where are you moving?
You want to go up first and go
Is this
around that
all?
way?
Is this like a cliff here, or is it just like
No cliffs.
a?
Looks like a
Okay.
puddle.
It's a puddle.
Okay.
It's a bit hard to navigate, but it's not like a cliff.
Yeah. And is this like rock formation moving up?
It goes up
Like
a
the
bit.
same
Yeah,
level?
it does go up, yes, but it's not like incredibly high. Sorry if you're seeing pinging. Roll20 is fucking
Yeah.
annoying.
Alright, well, I mean, this way looks at least simpler.
Down is
most
fine.
part. Yeah.
So you're going down?
Alright, I
Yeah.
guess so.
Okay.
Well, I mean, technically it's right, but yeah, down.
So move yourselves.
Doink. Yeah, what increments should we move in, Jake, just for in case there's an encounter?
It's fine. Whatever. I'm just gonna move you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I imagine we're all walking as like, the Scooby Doo gang. Just each of us have a
Oh.
different like walking stance.
Yeah.
Josie's keeping an eye out for things that have been possibly here before them recently.
Don't see anything over here. As you just pull up behind and you find a little pathway at the little area at the back, and then what looks like a rough cradle of rocks that go up that would look difficult to climb.
So this is a dead end, essentially?
Not exactly.
Well, it's not exactly a dead end, but this rock formation goes up like a good 30-something feet.
Okay.
There are no.
And it's hard. It seems like it'd be impossible to squeeze past. Not
There are
impossible.
no
It'd be
windows
just
up
hard.
here, I assume, right?
Nope, there's not a window in sight.
Makes sense, I guess.
It is a vampire's castle.
Yeah.
So we are trying to get in through a different entrance.
I think maybe
I'm trying to see if
picking an eye out for other entrants.
and seeing if we can come across Satanta's. No.
I might be able to get around that just towards the rough cliff.
I don't really want to send you anywhere by yourself.
You think you could do it with someone on your back?
You
Well, I would say we
definitely.
were all here. Don't have to go into precautions like that, I'd say, yet.
I mean, no offense by this, Silas. We've already dealt with it before. You weigh practically nothing.
I understand I'm no great feat for you to lift.
Yes, I can carry you on my back.
I'll go with Barrow. See what we can see from up there at the very least.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac would be running his hand on the wall of the castle, kind of looking for illusionary walls, for lack of a better term.
Hidden walls? Like doors?
Walls that
Yeah.
aren't walls.
Walls that aren't walls.
Roll investigation. Don't seem to find anything.
Mm.
So what are you trying to
In
do?
my-
I'm gonna try to climb
While
cliff
carrying
face?
Isaac? No, sorry,
While
while
carrying-
carrying Silas.
Silas. Yeah.
That will be a penalty to the athletics. More that the DC will be higher. Climbing while
Can
carrying
I-
someone.
Can I try to cast mold earth to shape like jutting out parts that might be easier for handholds?
Still won't change the issue with carrying someone while climbing, but yes.
Yeah, no, it's just yeah. But, all right, athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Yeah, you reach up, and as you climb, you slip, and you end up back on the ground.
It's wet from the snow.
Oh. If you're having trouble climbing it with your skill set, perhaps we try the other way.
Go around the other side of the castle.
Aye.
Great. We'll head back to the group.
Okay.
The rocks are really wet. The snow melted, and it's hard to get a hold of it.
You can do something about the flames, Soul.
Chess?
Could you show us?
Sure. Thought you were worried about the vampire, not the flames.
Worried about both.
I've had to run through a wall of fire. It's not fun.
So you have told me. So the brazier's still lit.
Yeah.
She'll reach out and control flame, snuff one out.
Goes out.
Then she'll thaumaturgy snuff out the other.
Goes out.
And she'll move to this side and hold action, control flame.
Uh-huh.
If one of them bursts out at her, she's going to force it to move the other way.
Mm-hmm.
And she moves here.
You move there.
See?
I don't know if
Excellent.
that's a good idea.
As you step in, you
I
see a
mean-
bit more into this room. As you see this entryway going in, a small foyer that leads up to a set of stairs that are at the sides and at the front. Atop the stairs going forward, there's the pale corpse of what you know now to be a white. And you can see a bit into this coming up room. Aside from that, to the up and down, I'll say for now, there is a pair of double doors that sit shut.
What are these little red things on the ground?
They're like little pillars, just, they're holding the room up.
Oh, okay, they look like landmines, so I was kind of
No,
concerned.
they're not exactly that.
On the top down, pillars are a bit of a task for artists.
So, do
I'm
we be
bad
loud and
feeling
annoying,
about
or do we sneak around?
I get the
I think-
sense.
Sorry, that was the
I
wrong
think
button.
if we,
Might as well
I think if
delete
we
things
go
off of here,
in,
though, right now.
I think us going in is already that he already knows we're here. So
Agreed.
Right.
Doesn't
So, be
matter.
annoying?
I mean, seems like he's just gonna be more upset with us if we end.
yeah, that's why I
All we
have
need
yet
to do is
enter.
find out if anyone's taken his blood. Like, how hard can it be? It's a yes or no question.
Oh, well, we're also looking for Satanta's apprentice.
Mhm.
Yeah, step 2.
He could be listening.
Yeah.
It is his domain.
We could be his next meal. But rules are meant to be broken.
If he wanted us to be his next meal, he would have already have done so.
Would
Not
he?
that-
Um,
We don't know that.
Astrid is going to say in a normal voice, she's not yelling, just like how she would if she were talking to someone next to her. Mr. Christo, we really do need to have a word with you.
Your voice echoes out slightly, and you get no response.
I don't know if he can hear us or not, because if he could hear us, we could just, tell the empty room and he would know.
Maybe he's just not responding to us then.
I know, but
Maybe you
Oh,
have
the
to
empty
speak up.
room.
He is pretty old. Might not be able to hear you as well.
Mm,
That's not how that works for vampires.
Or maybe you should just say it louder. She cast thaumaturgy. Mr. Crystal!
Your voice booms throughout, and nothing happens.
Wow. I didn't know you could do that.
Toss, kind of like having his ear. All right. Well, subtlety is definitely out the window now.
I'm not sure it was there to begin with.
I'm not either.
I guess if that's the case, I guess I'll
We
slowly
have two.
make my way inside.
We have two options. We can still just step back outside. I said, we want to wait outside. So I was going to point at the white and go and wait for who has probably already been here since before we got here. Or shall we go inside, risk our lives to attempt to find out from the lord of the castle if any of his blood could have possibly been taken from him, and explain to him what has happened in the city, the town.
Maybe we can leave a note. Get back.
I'm not sure. He's very fire happy.
I'm not sure he cares about what happened in the town.
Do we have any fireproof?
I'm mildly fireproof, but that doesn't help.
If the town falls to pieces, it will negatively affect him. He does live next door.
Yeah, his property value would go down.
Well, I intend to look for
possibly have-
Satanta's apprentice.
What'd you say?
So we are going. But Astrid,
What'd you say, Alex?
Well, I intend to look for Satanta's apprentice.
Mm-hmm.
are we going inward, or are we exploring the rest of the outside of the castle first for him?
Sol, could you do that trick again if we needed to get back inside?
Yes.
Then sure, we might as well explore the outside.
Well, if we're already inside, might as well explore in here.
Well, we barely stepped in.
Carolina, that's not helping.
I'm just saying that he told us not to step inside, and we've already disregarded his wishes, so unless we can talk him out of killing us, might as well explore this place.
Well, it's not like, it's going anywhere. And for all we know, the apprentice could be lying in a pool of his own blood right around the corner.
So then we should make haste.
Seems like a waste of blood
Are
in
you
this
searching?
household.
Are you searching outside?
That's what I'm implying.
Yeah, I'm fine with going back out.
Don't move yourselves.
Okay.
You search over here. You find about the same, except there is another stairway that heads inside, and there is a door that is shut right here. There is another path that appears to go deeper into the wood that way, a dirt road. And then there is another set of rocks that go up about the 30 feet on that side as well.
While exploring, Josie was keeping an eye out again for any other signs of recently their life.
Don't see any.
Alright.
You'd probably see old foot tracks on the road, but they look very old. And somewhat scorched as they move.
Right. Well, no apprentice. guess.
Unless he's a better climber than Barrel, but I would be surprised at that.
Well, Barrow also had you, so we shouldn't just go off that. I think we should just check inside since we're already, you know, since we already went inside. Whether we want to go in this entrance or the other one we found. It's up
Well,
to
we don't know how this one's booby trapped.
Let's just
Jake,
go
you said
in.
there were doors on these
Hmm?
areas. You said there were doors here and here.
2 double doors, and then there's a pathway going forward. Into
Right.
a room that you can
Well-
see a little bit of.
Or should we head first?
I'm gonna go down to here,
Mm-hmm.
and Jake, I would like to check the double doors for traps and see if they're locked.
As you check the double doors, there appears to be no place to lock it, no handle, and yeah. Roll a thieves' tools for traps. Don't seem to find any traps.
I gently touch the door. Does it feel like it'll move?
Feels hot as you touch it,
Okay.
like metal laid out in the sun on a hot summer's day. And in fact, as you move up the stairs and move deeper into the building, the heat escalates from a spring day to a summer's day's heat.
It's going to get hot, folks. And that door feels quite warm to the touch.
Is there space under the door at all?
No.
No, okay. Can't really check for a backdraft then.
I guess I'll make my way over like towards here to try and get a better look. If I go here, will I be able to see more into that room?
You'd be able to see a bit more into it.
So I'll go here first.
Sure. As you'd see a bit further in. Yes, you'd see the body of a skeleton and then another corpse of a white.
There's 2 more corpses over here. One of a skeleton and one of the white.
And you can see that it is a large room in there, and you... Yeah, that's what you see, a large room.
I will
Same thing with that door.
check the other double doors.
Roll your thieves' tools. Seems to be the same exact type of door. Don't seem to find any trap. Hot to the touch.
Alright, I'm gonna head over here. Does it get warmer over here too?
No, once you get atop the stairs, it gets to the warmest it gets. It seems
Okay.
like.
Before entering like this room, I want to check like traps over here.
You have thieves' tools.
Yeah.
Sorry, not thieves' tools. You don't do for this. You can roll perception or investigation. Thieves' tools are for door traps. Don't seem to see any traps.
Alright. I guess I'll head to here.
As you enter into the room. Give me one moment. I'm revealing the entirety of it to you. But it takes a minute because circles are hard to do for a Roll20. There we go. As you stand in this large open circular room that you can tell used to be of some sort of importance, However, as you step in, there is old gray ash that covers the floor across the room, as if the things that used to be inside it no longer are there and have withered away to ash. On the walls, you can see that there are portraits of what likely were once paintings adorning it that have the painted parts of it scorched and burned, as there is no painting inside, there is only the scorch marks. And there is a corpse of a wight at the center of the room and a skeleton corpse at the back. And as you enter in, actually, it's a bit colder in here. And the cold seems to move around a bit. Like a breeze that continually is moving around, but is like inconsistent in where it's coming in. Like there's this cold breeze that just passes you every so often.
With the corpses like over here and over here, is there anything indicating that like there was a fight that broke out like fairly recently?
Roll perception. There's a lot of ash. Hard to say.
It's colder in this room. I want to look up.
What are...
Like, what am I? Like, what does the ceiling of this room look like?
As you look up and see the dome-like roof of the ceiling, and you see that it used to have a painted top ceiling, where the paint is now dry and falling off, and the paintings are covered in scorch marks and flame as well, erasing any indication of what could have been atop it.
There's absolute like everything that would have like an image on it. It's just scorched.
Yes.
Completely nothing. Okay.
All you can see is what was likely background art of like clouds and such.
What is the door situation? Because I'm all for taking the path of least resistance, at least at first.
As you look, there is a door that is closed up north, a pathway with no door toward the south, and then directly forward a pathway with no door.
If I go up to this door, is it hot like the others?
Are you going to go touch it?
Very gently, yeah.
Yeah, it's hot.
Alright, I say we ignore the doors
As you move there.
for now. Oh.
In the middle of your talking, as you step into the center there, all of a sudden the room begins to glow a bit. As the corpses of the wights and the skeletons glow slightly, and rising up for them, you see what look like wisps of blue cold rising up, and then swirling around the room, as from out of nowhere, several things appear around you, as what looks like cold, frosted wisps of energy moving about the room as you'd step to the middle, Astrid. And as you stand there, getting interrupted as they appear, they all move toward you.
Maybe they're friendly.
As they would all move toward you and begin
ice cold magic.
And begin circling around you as they appear to be investigating you in some way.
She will hold her hand out.
As you hold your hand out, one of them pulls in to go approach. As it does, it looks toward you and examines you out, and it goes to touch your hand. Are you just letting it?
Yeah.
Okay. As it hits and touches your hand. Oh wow, that rolled in the open. That's funny. Ha! Gonna change that very quickly. You take 5 cold damage and you feel your speed reduced by 10 feet. And then each of them dive toward you.
Oh man.
One second.
I can't help it. I see a fairy thing and I want to be friends with it.
Okay, so 7 attacks at you.
Oh
Because
god.
Yeah,
each of them are
done.
taking an attack. So a 7 to hit, a 9 to hit, a 14 to hit,
No, for all of them.
13, 8, nat 20,
Okay.
and then one more, nat 20.
Eh.
So 2 nat 20s on you. Oh my god! Wow. I'm just gonna give you the grand total of the cold damage you take.
Okay.
Astrid is an ice cube.
As you take 37 cold damage.
Oh man, that's 1 over.
1 over what?
What I have hit point
Your
wise.
hit points?
Yeah,
You can't all be
no.
barbarians.
You unconscious?
Oh,
we're not all barbarians.
You unconscious then?
I'm looking to see if I can. I don't think I can do anything, but I want to make sure. Yeah, the bonus to my AC will not do anything about the nat 20s. So, yeah,
Okay.
I'm
James
unconscious.
feeling himself.
Son of a bitch.
Alrighty.
Wait, I have a reaction.
I
Or
would say
do I
that
not?
the rest of you would be surprised. I would even say Astrid's surprised, technically. Because they all just appeared and then just blasted her.
I
You
can't
thought you were
be
going to have a
surprised.
beautiful moment.
I mean,
I
if you
did.
have something you want to do, then you could.
I thought I was gonna be Ice Princess, like the Disney movie.
If you had something you could do, then Josie, with you not being
Um,
surprised.
Hold on. I can make, besides I'm not surprised, I could also make it so that who was helpful? Well, she's already dead, so not her. I can make 3 other people not surprised.
That would count for initiative, I think, is what that ability does. Alternatively, you can use it at the start of combat to grant a number of allies equal to your wisdom modifier advantage on their initiative rolls. Where's the other one?
At the start of a surprise round, where any of your allies are surprised, you can use this ability to make the number of allies equal to your wisdom modifier to avoid being surprised.
Technically, it couldn't stop this, and you're not going to be in a surprise round. They just did this out of combat. It was an out-of-combat attack. But, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. We are going to roll initiative, though. And you guys would not be surprised as it just starts off normally.
Okay.
Are we good to roll now, or?
You are good to roll.
So excited. Thought it was gonna be like Fantasia.
Me too.
It's never like Fantasia.
Jesus, these guys are
Why is it never like
well on
Fantasia?
initiative. Wait! One moment, I think that this character sheet is set up wrong.
Oh, did I not take 36
No, you
damage
took
from a
that much damage. Okay, no, it's not. It's not wrong. Okay. They just have a stupid high dexterity, I guess.
Ugh.
Check
Here
5
I
each.
was hoping that they were.
Did it not register my...
Did you click on your thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. They just have very good dexterity mods. I was very confused.
Yes.
Sorry. Nat 20 on initiative, too.
Jake, I think we need to talk about your nat 20s because it's just getting unfair for us.
Yeah? Okay.
Jake, I don't know why, but it doesn't.
Doesn't have you? Let's see. Did it just not count to you? Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm? As we start the combat off with this strange wisp of frost right here. As it is going to, gazing out toward the unconscious form of Astrid, not do anything, as it just looks toward her. And it will float to here. It is going to go to a move up against how am I? Carolina. Sorry, I forgot your name for a minute. That's a 23 hit you. Wow.
James.
He's not here.
Okay, a 23 hits him. And he takes 10 cold damage. His speed is reduced by 10 feet. As it goes to this one, and it will move. As they appear uninterested in the unconscious form of Astrid currently. There's a 14 hit barrel.
No.
That's it. Astrid. Death saving throw. That's one success. This one also fly toward barrel and is going to do the same thing. With miss with an 8.
Yep.
As it goes to this one, who will fly to here, is going to do the same to Carolina. Miss again. Barrel.
All right. Gonna attack the one right in front of her.
Okay. That'll hit.
Are these undead?
They are.
Damage. Oof.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, as you bash into it, and it is instantly dispersed in a puff of steam.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's bad.
Oh no.
Sorry, all of them are set to have the same HP bar.
Ooh.
So I had to fix
Yeah.
that very quickly. Luckily, it's an easy fix.
Okay. Then I'll make my second attack at this one.
Come on. An 11 will not hit.
Okay. That is gonna be me.
Okay.
Before going on to the, I'm not on the turn tracker anymore. I have the same role as Silas.
What is up with you people? It's not that hard to do.
I was there for a second.
I'm kidding.
I know you're talking about roll 20, motherfucker.
No, if I was talking about you, I'd be talking about you too. Okay. That was you, Beryl?
Yep.
Alright. As it goes to this wisp, as it'll fly over, and it's gonna go after Carolina. As it'll go to touch Carolina. Does a 15 hit?
Yep.
Okay. as you take 11 cold damage. And then we'll go to this one, who's going to float toward Beryl. And is going to go to move and touch her. 17.
No.
All right. Josie.
All right. I'm going to take out the bad romance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sort of shove down Isaac's shoulder so his head's not in my way, and I'm going to shoot at that one
Alrighty.
next to Carolina.
That's a hit. As the loud bang echoes through the building. As it looks...
Yeah, that's right next to Isaac's ear, isn't it?
That's why I pushed his head down.
Oh, okay.
It's still up.
Still up.
I will shoot at it again.
That'll hit. Jesus. As you blast it, as it is destroyed away in a puff of steam again. As two of them die, the room gets a bit hotter. Because the cold is not as prevalent anymore.
Yep, that's me.
Alrighty. As it'll go to this one, who is going to... fly over to here, and is going to go after Carolina. Does an 11 hit Carolina?
No.
Alright. Isaac.
I'll take aim at this one.
Mm-hmm.
17.
That'll hit. It was this one?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. As you
Still up?
blast it, yes it is.
I'll take a second shot at it. 15.
No.
Poopy.
As it
Okay.
dodges out of the way quickly.
That's me.
Soul.
Okay, she just looks out. The flame is the soul's breath, the smoke is the soul's release. Ashes thou art, may your soul find peace. And then she's going to use her channel divinity. Turn undead.
Okay.
Y'all have to make saving throws. DC 15.
Saving
Yeah.
throws. Wisdom, I say. Okay. Success, fail. Fail, success, fail, success, success, fail. So, 1, 2, 3, 6.
And then she'll call out, do not harm the ones under my influence. And look out to Astrid. Latom. Healing word.
1, 2.
Reconstructive healing.
Okay.
And that would be her turn.
I rolled way too many. Oh well. Okay. Carolina.
Alright, let's see. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna attack the one that's right in front of me.
Mm-hmm. is wrong. Is on wrong. That'll hit. As the lightning does not seem to be effective on it, but it doesn't matter as it dies as you smack through it and it vanishes. Puff of steam as the room glows warmer again.
Alright, yeah, I think that's all I can really do at the moment.
Okay. Silas.
Hold on one second.
Ben?
Sorry. Okay. He meant be right back. Got it.
Yeah, I don't think that meant specifically to you.
I don't know why that would pertain to anyone aside from him, but that's fair. The way he said it was misleading.
I'm going to move into, well, there.
Mm-hmm.
And I will attack this one.
Okay.
As my eyes produce a bit of faint purple energy, my blade does as well. And that's one. Probably don't hit.
13 will not hit.
Oh. As again, without the glowing and without the spirit sheath. As I'll offhand try to stab with the dagger.
Mm-hmm. That'll hit.
Of course. Still get sneak attack at the very least.
Doesn't apply the 4, though, because it's the offhand. Unless you have 2-weapon fighting.
I do not. No,
Okay.
that's
So
incorrect.
it's
I'm
3,
applying the
so
4.
it's 3 damage on the normal weapon damage. Okay. That you?
That is me.
Alrighty. As it'll go to this one, as it will attempt to continue... no, I'd go after Silas as a reprisal. That's 12, though, so it does not hit. Ashford.
Alright.
As you are back up and not even bloodied anymore.
Astrid will stand, say thank you to Sol, and then I hope somebody tells her. I don't know about turn undead. I was unconscious. I don't know if what's okay to hit and what's not.
Would it be okay for her to repeat it?
I guess.
She would tell you not to touch the ones under her influence, and she would point at them.
Okay. Okay, she'd cast stupid Ray of Frost at this one. That's my only offensive cantrip!
Alright.
It's too
It's
funny.
my only offensive cantrip. I told you, that's why I thought they were gonna like me!
Just throwing ice cubes at a snowman.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna like
Yeah.
evolve it, like using like an ice stone on Meavy or something.
Like, how do
You
you
hit?
like?
Roll damage. It heals for that much.
No!
What? Damn it. I was hoping it would just be halved.
As the ice, as the cold seems to
Oops.
reinvigorate it.
This room is not my room. Yeah, that's her.
Alright, barrel.
Oh no. That's alright. You stay there. Don't do anything. Whack.
Okay.
I'll attack this one. Recklessly. Why not?
Sure. 19
Alright.
just hits.
Okay.
Okay.
Still up?
Yep.
Okay. I'll attack a second time.
That'll hit, because you're still reckless.
Yep.
And it will puff into steam.
Alright. It's me.
Okay. It'll go to this one, as it just float off, flowing as it moves to there. Then Silas, it moves straight through you, sending a chill up your spine as it moves. Just give me 1 second. Oh, wrong button. As it vanishes from sight. And is gone. Goes to this one. As it'll move. Technically provoking opportunity attacks that both of them would have if anyone wanted to do anything with that. This one's just gonna move. And vanish as well. Assuming no one takes the opportunity strikes. Josie.
I'll hold a shot in case a different threat comes back that isn't the running wisps or the vampire. If something else threatening comes through, I'll shoot that. But,
Sure.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna let him sail away.
Okay.
Sail away. Sail.
Alright. Goes to this one. This it'll move. Go straight through Astrid, sending a shiver up her spine. Dash.
And I heal for 5.
Nope. Isaac.
Because you're cold as ice.
Oh, this one's not on the initiative, so I'll just have him go at the end.
Yeah, I'll hold an Eldritch Blast for anything that comes in the room that seems threatening that isn't the vampire or the wisps.
Okay. Soul, I'm assuming you're not going to attack it?
No,
Okay,
we'll
combat's
hold
over.
the firebolt for something else to come in the room.
Combat is over. As the creatures fly off. And then the room loses all of the cold that was once in it, as it is now just hot. As the creatures are all gone, what do you all do?
Astrid, are you alright?
I'm mostly just embarrassed, but thank you, Beryl. Yes, I'm all right. I'm very sorry that I triggered that for all of you.
No
Well,
need
how
to
would you have
apologize.
known?
I don't know what either of you said.
No need to apologize.
Right. How would you have even known?
I mean, I didn't have to give it a free attack on me. I don't know. I thought they might be friendly for some reason.
They looked friendly.
If
Ben,
they
is
were
Silas
fine-
making the face you're making?
Yeah, not laughing, but he does have the shitty grin on his face.
if it makes you feel any better, if they were fire, then I would have done the same.
I'm not sure that's true, but thank you, Sol.
They were made of muscles. I would do the same.
And if they were made of water, I would do the same.
That one I
Beryl.
believe the most.
Beryl, why would it not be rock or earth for you?
Oh,
Anyway,
Ow!
maybe
fuck.
some, maybe,
Maybe somebody else should pick the direction we
How
go.
hard I laughed just then.
Anyone else want to forward or down or?
I changed my answer to rocks.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
Can I
get ahead or down
take
south?
I'm gonna take a step. Are these stairs that lead down or up?
They lead up.
Up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, get
Let's
up
just go on the assumption that everything in the vampire castle probably wants to kill us.
top of the steps.
Yeah, as you see into the room.
It's open.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna I'm gonna do what Carolina did when she walked through the last open pathway. Look at the floor. Tap on it.
Okay.
Check for trap.
Alrighty. Roll investigation. Give me one
Looks
second.
good over here.
Yeah, it surely does look good to you.
Oh, Ben.
Why does it not have a token set up? That's so weird. That's so weird. Give me 1 second. I'm doing something. Okay. Alright. Is she moving? You moving?
Anything in the room that looks fuck, sorry.
No, it's just an empty room. It's just like an empty, like,
Are there any paintings on the wall of this one or no?
nothing on the walls, nothing anywhere. Maybe some scorch marks across the floor and across the roof and wall, ceiling.
Move.
Okay. As you find yourself in a hallway. Just give me one moment. Have to do a bit more of a creative move here because Roll20 doesn't like
To the rest. There's a hallway.
And there are 3 doors in front of you, with doors shut, and at the back way, that way, there's open archways at each side. And what is your passive perception?
Mine, 14.
Okay, you don't hear anything.
Nine. Catch us by the toe. Go. Mo.
Oh. Hold that thought though.
Cool.
Step up to here, and does this door have a door handle?
It does not.
Lightly, gently touch it with my hand.
Hot.
Hotter than the other doors,
Nope.
or same?
Same heat.
Got a lot of
Okay.
hot doors.
Yes.
It's your passive perception.
15 as well.
Okay. Is anyone else moving up here while this is going on? I ask because not everybody moves themselves when they think that they're following, but in times like this, it's important to move when you're following.
Yeah, if everybody's in here, Astrid will be in here. On the side, Carolina.
Astrid, Josie, and Soul, as you guys make your way up there, you hear the sounds of what sounds like a man fighting, as if he's in the midst of a fight off in the distance, like he grunting and cursing. coming from these general directions. Sounds off in the distance.
Okay, so we can't exactly place where it's coming from, not that there are multiple men.
Yeah, you can't place where it's coming from.
Okay. I can hear someone.
You do?
Yes, somebody is fighting. And then she'll gesture in the directions that Jake pointed out for us.
Hard to pin down.
You can hear it?
Alice is just gonna move to here and peek around the corner.
Side.
As you peek around the corner. Set of stairs are going up. Into a hallway that looks to continue.
Stairs here.
I would do the. So.
Peeking around that corner, I assume you're gonna move to the other side to.
Yeah. Stairs over here as well.
And you can see what looks like the other side of that door from the beginning. Perhaps. And with you there with a 14, you can hear the fighting from up the stairs. Silas, you can hear that as well. As it sounds like a man in the middle of fighting, blades connecting with blades and cursing under breath and such.
Is there anything on this side of the door that would to believe why it was hot, or
No.
completely?
Just, yeah.
Okay, then towards the side. Walk back.
Okay.
Hurry upstairs with haste.
Are you all going to move up the stairs?
Yeah.
Organize yourself in your stair moving formation.
Okay. Yeah, Astrid's gonna be in the back because she's embarrassed still.
Alrighty. Okay. As you all are going to rush up the stairs, as you do, you hear the sounds of battle closing in as you're rushing up the stairs. What sounds like a man in the middle of fighting, as you just hear a voice calling out, "God damn you stupid freaks!" while they fight against something in the distance. Oh, it's just not gonna... There we go. There we go. As you make your way up the stairs... one moment. I'm revealing. It takes the moment to find the best reveal path. Actually, I can just do it that way. Make it quicker because I don't want to make you wait much longer.
Ooh.
As you rush up the stairs, as Silas and Beryl pulling up the first, you get a glance around this room as you see some familiar creatures about, moving in the midst of combat against This black-haired gentleman, wielding a glaive in leather armor as he is fighting neck and neck against this massive undead minotaur before him. This skeletal minotaur that wields a massive great axe as he swings out, and the man is blocking with his weapon. In the room as well, you see some new creatures. What look like strange, pale-skinned, elven-eared, bald humanoids with clawed hands that are moving in toward the individual. And then, what looks like the corpse you saw back at the dragon's tinctures. What looks like one of the wights, except cold, with cold, frozen eyes, and a layer of ice surrounding him that is directly behind him. As all of you will get one turn to be able to do something. We'll say you get a surprise round of sorts, and we can do it in initiative order. Yeah, we can do it in initiative order. Actually, no. We'll do it in... We'll do Silas and Beryl first, then we'll do initiative order for the rest, because Silas and Beryl would have gotten up and seen all of this first. So why don't we start with Beryl?
Okay. Beryl seeing by Minotaur to a mad dash to that spot right there.
Mm-hmm.
Right into the fray of it.
Okay.
Going into a rage does.
Alrighty.
Okay. You know what? Actually, I'm going to use the orb.
Okay.
Change that.
I didn't see you roll anything. In fact. Oh, there it is now. That was weird.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good one. Okay.
Okay.
So each creature within 30 feet of me must succeed on a con saving throw. Oh, it didn't roll the thing. Damn it. Should have done that. Oh well.
It's not set up properly. Well, it's not set up. That doesn't work on those, apparently.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. Okay. So 5 necrotic damage.
And I already
5
have to roll a lot of stuff. It doesn't help that none of these tokens are set up properly. And that Roll20 is exceedingly slow right now.
Yeah. Got a lot going on.
What's your DC?
DC is 50.
Okay.
And a 2 regular attack at the Minotaur.
Okay. Both hit.
Oh, oh. It's me.
Silas.
Okay. Let's
I think it might be
just
the animated thing
really
that's making it worse. So I'm gonna disable that. Sorry, go on.
really step into this. A bonus action Blade Song, and as I do the Blade Song, I'm going to activate the Blade Ward from the Brooch.
Okay. As the brooch shines and covers you in an arcane shimmer.
I'll step to here, Into action, cast protection from good and evil on myself,
Uh-huh.
and I think I'm within 30 feet. I don't even know if it has 30-foot range, but it's at least that. I'm going to free action, mark the undead minotaur with Song of Salt,
Okay.
and that I'm going to hold position.
Alrighty. Now we will go by initiative for this. Astrid. What do you do?
Are
We're
we
not seeing
keeping
it, by
our
the way.
initiative removed?
We're going to keep the
Yeah.
initiative.
Okay.
I'm saying we're not seeing it.
Oh, do you not see it? Okay.
No, that's why I was just like,
I just don't like Roll20.
sorry.
It's okay.
For whatever reason, it doesn't like players seeing turn order if you change maps, and I don't understand why.
I wish I understood why, too. Do what you would do, though, Astrid. Even if you can't see yourself.
Okay, she'd move here, and then she's gonna cast Shatter right here, which will only get the undead Minotaur.
Okay.
Yep. Character sheet, you have to go.
One day I hope for things to be simple. Give me 1 second, I'm getting initiatives on here. And Roll20 absolutely fucking hates me right now. It's because Dylan's apparently hacked into the Roll20s, releasing a plague of beetles. Fuck. I've added a bunch of you now, so those of you that I've added should see yourselves. So I'd like a confirmation that people can see their initiatives.
Yes.
I can...
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. Only person left is Carolina, and I'm not going to add Carolina. You just don't get to go this time, James, okay?
Okay.
so accepting of it.
Okay.
I guess that's
So
fine.
so Shatter will only hit the Minotaur?
Yes, it's a 10 radius, and if I do it here, it'll
Okay.
get the Minotaur, but nobody else.
He fails. As he is looking pretty badly hurt.
Neat.
Is that you?
And I am going to give Bardic Inspiration to Beryl,
Okay.
and that will be me.
Alrighty. Josie.
Alright. Bonus action, we will Hunter's Mark the Minotaur.
Okay. I don't think you could see him from here, though, can you? Oh, you could just see the Minotaur from here.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big Minotaur, so...
Yeah, he's quite large. And then that arrow implied that I could. Yeah, that's pretty clean. Do a shoot
Okay.
at him. We've had this conversation. A Minotaur is not a humanoid, correct?
I mean, he's not a humanoid now, but Minotaurs are humanoids.
I would imagine, like, they have legs.
The two Minotaurs you have fought were not humanoids.
Okay, so it's always just been these Minotaurs that are the problem.
Because you fought
Anyway.
the demon Minotaur and you fought an undead Minotaur now. 17
Bad luck on
hits.
Minotaurs. Nice.
Just enough as it blasts him down to the ground, crumbling into a pile of bones.
All right. Cool. With that my second attack, then I'll hit this friend next to
Alrighty.
Barrel.
That'll hit. Okay. That you?
That is.
Isaac.
Okay. I will move over here.
Mm-hmm.
Take aim at the white.
Mm-hmm.
Fire 2 shots.
Okay.
First shot. 27.
That'll hit. Which white?
This one.
You're talking about the icy one. Okay.
Yeah.
As you do, you blast it, but it does not seem to hit its actual body, as the layer of frost covering it just seems to take the blow, as no actual damage is suffered by the creature.
Well,
As it
keep
looks
chipping away.
out toward you after you do that.
Really don't like that. Well, I'll keep chipping away.
Alrighty.
Second shot.
Mm-hmm.
25.
That'll hit.
12.
Again, it does not appear to damage him. It just hits the ice surrounding him.
Okay, that's me.
Soul.
Okay. She'd move up to here.
Uh-huh.
She's looking out at this white. She'll go to my fail. Boom. And then cast Flaming Sphere and use her bonus action to ram it into him.
Okay.
If Flaming Sphere sits here. So, yeah. DC 15, dex save.
I think I just pressed the wrong button. No, I didn't. Okay. He fails, and the damage seems to melt away more at the armor than you'd expect, but it still does not damage him.
She chuckles a little and moves behind Silas, and that's her turn.
Okay. Carolina.
Let me show my thing. So, for the Volt Edge, it says each creature within a 5 feet radius. So would that hit both this guy and that guy if I aim it like down that way? Oh, that would also hit like. What did it hit?
So what are you trying to do?
I'm gonna try and like hit 2 at once.
With Vault Edge?
Yeah, with the
So you want to skewer these two with it?
yeah.
Where
But if I'm aiming,
move where you're going move where you're going first, and then figure it out.
So, but like, does that hit both of them if it's like kind of through the block?
That would not hit both of them.
Okay. All right. So,
no, I guess that would hit both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would hit both of them.
But if that's not the case, then
no, it hit both of them.
Okay. All right. So I will move. I don't want it to hit Astrid, so I would have.
That wouldn't hit Astrid.
Here? It wouldn't hit Astrid?
That wouldn't hit Astrid here either, so.
So I'm gonna say, well, let's try this. Is it a different roll, or do I just roll the basic attack to do it, and it's just a DC to hit them?
Well, I would have I've hoped you would have set up a thing for it, but that's all right. You don't really have to. It's just you shoot the blast out, so just roll the 4d6 lightning damage, and they have to make the save.
Yeah.
It's not a hit thing. They have to make a save.
Oh yeah, okay.
So you just have to roll the lightning damage.
Yeah, so I'll make that in a second.
Yeah, the DC is 15.
Yeah. What did you say it was? It's 4d6. Yeah.
Yes. Dexterity. Fail. And dexterity. Fail. As they both take 11.
Then as a bonus action, I'm gonna give the help action to Silas.
Okay. Now, before we go to any official start of this combat, I will give a description of the room now that you have gotten a moment to take in the surroundings, as you have all ran up into this square room. In the center of the room, its most prominent feature is a circular, bowl-like, drop that goes down into a pit where you can see what looks like a large pit filled with burning green flame that just shoots emanating up all the way into the ceiling as the flame just glows that bright green color. In the room itself, you see several sets of stairs that obviously have come from downstairs. All of the stairs at the corners have come from downstairs, so here, here, and here, and here. Whereas at the sides, there are 2 stairs going up. At the opposite sides of the room at the front, there are 2 pathways that continue deeper onto this level of the floor. On this floor, you see several creatures as described before, but you as well see this black-haired, green-eyed individual dressed in leather armor, wielding what looks like a long, curved spear that is glowing with what looks like several runes across it as he is fighting against these creatures. His hair is black and in a ponytail, and he has a scowl on his face as he fights against these things. At all of you rushing up and fighting back against it, he would look out toward each of you, and he goes, "I don't know who the fuck you all are, but I won't say no to help." As he looks mildly wounded but not bloodied. As I'm going to roll initiative for all of the things in the room now. Good initiative roll. Sorry about the delay. These can take a lot of time to roll, especially when the fucking Roll20 hates you. Wow, these wisps love initiative. And
They're just super jazzed to be here.
Meat boy. As I will roll him out in the open. As well, his glaive is made of what looks like a strange material at the handle. It appears to be blue scales that cover from the handle onto the back of the blade, in fact. Scales like fish scales. Alright.
What did you say was covered in the glowing rune?
What'd you say?
What did you say was covered in glowing rune?
The glaive.
Oh, okay.
His armor has some runes on it as well, though, actually. But I digress. As we start off with this wisp, as with Beryl now directly in front of it, it's going to try and hit Beryl. 21.
Yeah.
Take 9 cold damage. This one will go and hit into the mysterious gentleman, whoever that could be. And will miss. As it goes to this white, as it looks out toward you all after entering and just lets out a hiss going... as it is going to draw its longbow and shoot twice at you, Carolina, seeing you as looking the worst. As do 18 and a 22.
Both hit.
All right. 4 piercing. And then so 8 piercing altogether. So he did 4 piercing in both attacks. And he will move after doing so. Back to here. And that's him. Astrid.
Yep. Okay, she is going to cast Moonbeam on this white.
Okay, so you're going to create the moonbeam.
Yep.
Alrighty, can you link the spell? Or how big is the radius?
It's 5 feet. It goes up 40 feet. It's a cylinder.
1 second. Okay, so it's a 5-foot radius, because you can move it continually.
Right.
So
it's basically a 10 by 10 square if you're doing the square.
should be that. I don't know if you can move that, though. Only I can, so you just draw one for yourself there, where it would be.
Okay. Let me roll real quick.
Yes, and I have to roll his saving throw. As you conjure down the light of the moon upon him. What is it? Con save? Wisdom?
Sorry, this is the first time I've used this. Let me double check. It's Constitution.
That's what I thought.
And my spell save is 16.
He fails. As he looks pretty hurt after that. Anything else?
Then I'll give Bardic Inspiration to our new friend.
Okay. By the way, if you hold shift while drawing, it will stick to grid completely.
Oh.
But, alright. Beryl.
All right. I'll look out to him and call out, "Name's Beryl. We're here from Satanta." Take several attacks.
Okay.
First one at this fella on my left.
An 11 will not hit.
No, it will not. Second attack at that same guy.
That'll hit. As he already appears to be somewhat hurt, and as you hit into him, he looks even worse.
Yep, that's me.
Alrighty. Josie.
Alright. Bonus action, we're going to move the Hunter's Mark to the frost-covered white.
Okay.
But we are going to take a shot at the one that Beryl just hit.
Okay. $14 will not hit.
And we will try again.
That'll hit. As you blast it, it falls to the ground, dying as a black ichor leaks out from its body.
Cool. She's gonna move up to here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm done.
Okay. As it goes to him, this one, as it's going to let out a low moan as it looks about, and it's covered in its frozen aura as it just goes as it will hold its hand out as his fingers begin to glow with frosted arcane might, as he is going to let out a blast of cold in this 15-foot radius from his fingers, as I need a Constitution saving throw from Beryl and from this new individual. (18) is just a success, and he succeeds as well, rolling the same amount, as you are going to take half of 14 cold damage. And then he will point his finger out to you, Beryl, and shoot an icicle out toward you. That is a 20.
That hits.
As you take
I'm,
8 piercing.
I'm gonna use my blocky thing. Lunar Virtue.
Mm-hmm.
So she gets +4 to her AC.
That would miss them.
Okay.
And then they will take 9 radiant damage.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll try to be faster next time about that.
It's okay. As it appears to just eat away at the ice again. That is its turn. As it goes to him.
Dex saving throw at the end of its turn.
Okay.
Four fire damage or 2 on success.
He succeeds.
Didn't mean to interrupt.
It's alright. Just, it's fine. As it goes to the mysterious fellow, as he will say, "Yeah, talk later, fight now!" As he is going to, turn and take a swing at the frost boy behind him. As he will swing twice. With his glaive. Natural 1 on the first go. And then a 15 on the second, which is a miss. As he misses twice and just goes, "Damn fucking cold." As that's him. He has Bardic Inspiration, correct?
Yes.
What is your Bardic
Yes.
Inspiration die?
D8.
So he will try to add the D8 to the roll. Alright, then he hits on the second attack.
Yeah.
As he will slam into the creature. And as you see him slam into it, you see him carve through the ice armor as it shatters. And the creature lets out a cry as it shatters, as real damage is dealt to it. And Sorry, Beryl, I'm realizing something now, and I'm realizing something for him as well. At the start of your turn, you would have taken 8 cold damage. As you stood near this creature, it felt like the cold was creeping up and harming you.
Okay, near the icy white?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was my
8.
bad. Just 8.
No worries.
And roll a con save. Yeah, wouldn't have mattered, so nothing else happened. As the ice armor shatters, and he takes a good amount of damage. As the glaive darts across him, Astrid, you can tell that his glaive has a bit of icy cold going from it blade to across its blade, and the ice does not appear to be as effective, but it does damage the man. As that is his turn. It'll go to this creature here, as it's going to swing out at this new boy with its claw. And it will nat 20. Alright.
I'd like to use my reaction to get rid of that net.
Mm-hmm. Just to hit them?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, then he just takes the 9 slashing. And needs to make a Constitution saving throw. He succeeds. He is fine. That is its turn.
At the end of its turn, he has to make a dex saving throw.
Succeeds. That's a good roll.
Fire damage.
Alright. Isaac!
Okay. Yeah, no, I'll just take aim at the icy white and fire 2 more shots. Or actually, you know what? Yeah, no, I'll do that. First shot.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Crit.
Oh,
Nice.
As a reaction, you see his arm shoot up as it lets out a cry, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as you feel a wave of cold move over you. That is a fail. You take 17 cold damage.
Oh, 17, damn.
Big roll.
Okay. Second shot.
Alright.
Oh, no way!
Get it, boy.
Wow.
Nice.
Who do you think you are, Jake?
It's the revenge as he is blasted and what appears to be a cold blue fluid begins leaking out of him.
Okay, that's me.
Alright. Soul.
Okay, who's hurt? Who's below bloody?
Carolina, the new individual. And I don't know if Beryl is.
I'm not bloody.
You're just out,
I'm,
technically.
I'm hurting.
I'm at 40.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay,
Alright.
sorry, I misread your HP.
So, she'll use her bonus action to slam the sphere into this guy. Dex save.
Sure. He succeeds.
And she will reach out and touch Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Cure wounds. And that's her turn.
Okay. Silas. Ben?
Yep, I'm muting myself now. Sorry. I am going to run up to. I just want to get into it. I'm not gonna. How deep is the hole in the center?
Goes about 30 feet down.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk that. I'm just going to bonus action face step
Okay.
and land here,
Mm-hmm.
and that. On that. I wouldn't have brought anyone with me. I'm currently on spring, so. And then I'm going to try to attack. The icy white.
Okay.
The eyes and the blade, the light purple again. Myself a
That'll hit. As you hit, his body seems to react out as a blast of cold shoots against you.
Also gonna apply phantasmal spikes on hit.
You take 9 cold damage. Okay, phantasmal spikes.
Ooh. Which is, I mean, that's sneak attack plus the cantrip plus phantasmal spikes.
So you want to tell me what I need to do for phantasmal spikes, or is it just do damage? I don't remember off the top of my head.
I think he gets. I believe he gets a save. To half that might not be the case though.
If that is the case, then that should be
spikes. Should be separate then, yeah. No, he just takes it if I hit.
And then.
And if he moves, he takes more damage.
Okay. I see.
Can I reaction absorb elements to the cold damage?
If you want to do that.
I will do that.
All right.
That's me.
Okay. Carolina. James? Might be muted.
The icy white looked like he's taking damage now, right?
He looks pretty hurt, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna try and shoot an arrow at him.
Okay. That'll be a miss.
I guess then bonus action, I'll give the help action to Isaac.
Okay. As they'll go to this one here. What can you do? I guess I can move to here and then run through his ally's space and take a swing at you, Silas. So he'll take a swing at you with his claws. 27. Jesus Christ.
Absolutely hits.
Yeah. As you take 10 slashing, and need you to make a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage as you feel his claws sink into you. And a foul liquid begins to course through your body, and you feel almost it assaulting your very elven nature.
Oh, wait, did he have disadvantage on that attack?
Technically yes, actually. I didn't even... it was a straight roll. The advantage number would be 28. Yeah,
okay.
you rolled a 27 and a 28.
That's I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Nope.
Saving throw. Sorry, never mind. Wait, yeah, I'll give him advantage.
So he hits an 8?
Oh, crap. Never mind.
Because you don't get to re-roll. You have to call that as they make the saving throw, or else that doesn't work as well. Because it doesn't give them the re-roll, unfortunately. I'm sorry. That is a fail, though, Silas. As you feel your body lock up, and you are paralyzed.
Make another con save for the concentration check.
I think it would just end, actually, because of paralyzation, because you get incapacitated. Doesn't concentration end on incapacitated?
Paralyzed doesn't incapacitate you.
Yes, it does. A paralyzed creature is incapacitated. See the condition? Can't move and speak.
Let's see.
It's in the Roll20 compendium. I would know. I'm looking at it right now as well.
No. That's not what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I believe I trust you on that one.
Just posting it.
Jake, I hate to do this, but it does say before the GM says whether the roll succeeds or fails. After you see the roll, though. After you see the roll, but before the GM says whether the roll succeeds or fails.
What item are you? What ability is this?
Amulet of the Sentinel. It's at the bottom. Labeled Vigilance. The part that I'm talking about is at the very bottom.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gone, Jake. Incapacitated does absolutely end concentration.
That would not change what I said, though, because of the way we do it. Because he rolled what would have been the advantage roll with the 7 and the 8.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry.
I guess before you know before the GM says whether the roll succeeds or fails, and after you see the roll can apply, that applies for roll 20 purposes when you see the better roll, I suppose, on the other one. I don't know. I'll look into that later, but right now that's what that's what my gut reaction is to it. But I will look into that later for more clarity.
Gotcha. Sorry.
Sorry. What did you realize, Ben?
It's gone.
Okay. I didn't know if concentration needs incapacitate. Is stupid by incapacitated or not. Nonetheless.
Thought it required unconscious, but yeah, it's gone.
Okay. As that is its turn. As it runs back out. Would have provoked opportunity strike, but cannot. As this white is going to reach its arm out and is going to... it's going to reach his arm out as it begins to try and pull life from you. 10 doesn't hit, though, so then it will just take a longsword attack. 20 hit?
Yeah.
Alrighty. As you'll take... Let me roll the crit, because it's an auto crit. 9 slashing and 6 slashing. As that is the white's turn. You'll get a save for the effect at the end of your turn, by the way, Silas. As it goes to this wisp, as it is going to attempt to harm Beryl. 21?
Yep.
7 cold, and your speed is reduced by 10 feet. This one's doing the same thing it did before toward, the boy. And miss. This white, does he take damage at the start of his turn in the, thing? Or is it
At the end of his turn?
Beginning.
I'm talking about...
And,
Sorry.
my item is actually, it casts at 3rd level, so the first time he just got the 2nd level damage because I didn't know how to use my fucking item, but it's 3rd level.
I'll just take another 9 off and say that he took the additional 9. That's fine. Okay, so it's at the start of his turn and he has to make a save. This could be bad for him. He makes the save and is he... I have to do math. I'm very bad at that, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, yeah. Wow. As he is going to move out of it. Still up on his start of his turn, though. And he is just going to move down to there and is going to take his 2 shots at you again, Carolina.
Not at me?
No, he's clearly going for someone who's weaker looking. As in better hurt. A natural 20 and a 20. So 20 to hit and a natural 20. So the natural 20 will be 11 piercing. And then the normal attack will be 10 piercing. So that's 21 damage overall.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use Uncanny Dodge to have the 11 damage.
Then that would be 6, so you'd take 16 overall.
Alright,
Just
so
to
I'm
think
looking
I know.
real bad.
I don't know how math works.
I think it would be 5.
Yeah. So you took 15. So 1 more HP. All right, that's its turn.
Alright.
Astrid.
Okay, she is gonna move the pillar back onto the boy.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Alrighty.
Let me do my. I tried to have this prep beforehand and it did not work.
Doesn't matter what he rolls, as he falls to the ground dead in the sphere, in the cylinder.
Okay. And then as my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Carolina.
Okay. Is that you?
Yes.
Alrighty. Barrel.
Alrighty. I'll attack the wisp. Me.
Okay. 19 just hits. Okay. Is that you?
Second attack at the wisp.
Okay. 17 does not hit.
I have Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. That'll hit then. As it will fall down dead.
And then I'm going.
Sorry, you cutting out? What are you doing?
No, I'm thinking for a second. We can occupy dead enemy spaces, right?
You can.
Okay. That'll be me.
Alright. Josie.
Alright. Gonna take the first shot at the Hunter's Marked White.
Yeah, the first boy. Okay.
Yeah.
That'll hit. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to try to hit him again.
Okay. You will try.
I will. Yeah.
Fuck me. I knew that was gonna happen after I said you will try.
Could have been worse for him.
Honestly, you fucking knew that was gonna happen. Wow, he's still up! Is that you?
I think so. I'm trying to read something, but boy, if this would load.
That's the Roll20 conundrum right now, as things loading. I'm glad we're so close to end time, so that when this combat ends, I will call it. Because Roll20 is driving me nuts now, and I would call it early if. Yeah.
That is definitely me, though.
Okay. As we will move to... Well, why did it do that? I'm pissed off now. Now I'm sad. As it will go to the Frosted White's turn. As he is going to look towards Silas and is going to let out its cry as its hand, as it points out towards Silas, begins to glow a dark black color as it shakes slightly. The dark black is spine-chilling to each of you as you see it. Silas, to you, as you see it, it sends a chill up your spine as well, and you can heal your subconscious begging to not be touched by the hand as it reaches out and tries to grasp you. A 24 does hit, though. I imagine, right?
Oh,
He's muted.
what's Silas's AC?
Ben, you're muted.
Ben.
I was saying, yeah, it would hit, and I have 20 AC.
Okay, then my 4 won't do anything for you, sorry.
So as he hits, grasping onto your shoulder, you take 7 cold damage, and you begin to feel something pulling at not your body, as if something is sucking on your very essence itself. Need you to make a Constitution save.
How much cold?
7.
Advantage.
Okay.
Use vigilance.
Okay. You have advantage on this.
Okay.
16 will definitely make it at the very least. Sorry, that should be more cold because of the advantage, the crit. I'm so sorry. So, one more second. So
Yeah, it's melee, it's a crit.
It'd be 8 more cold.
Okay.
As you feel the sucking happen as if it's trying to tear a piece of you out of your body, out of your essence, but it does not succeed. And then he will take his
That's looking
hand
super bad now.
to the side as what looks like a shard of ice grows from his hand, conjuring it, and he will try to cut you with it. Sorry, no, he wouldn't do that. Yeah, no, he can't. That's the other thing. Yeah, he can't do that yet because he used his ability. All right, 26.
It's
9 slashing and 7 cold is the base damage without crit, so I think that downs you.
That's certainly bad. Well, how much cold? Because I'm having the slashing.
7
The
cold.
ward. I'm at 1 hit point.
Okay,
but
so you would-
whatever the crit damage is
Yeah,
would
so
drop me.
you drop to 0. That would be its turn, though. No longer paralyzed. At the very
Flaming
least.
sphere.
Okay.
I didn't want to interrupt before, but
That's
I don't
fine.
think the white down here got it either.
He fails, and as he fails, the fire eats away at him as he falls to the ground dead. As it goes to the individual. White down here failed. He took damage. As it goes to the strange individuals, he's going to look to the unconscious form of Silas. And can he do anything about that? No, he cannot. As he will just move to here, and he is going to take a swing at the white directly in front of Silas that could attack him with his glaive. I guess he wouldn't have to move, actually, because he has reach, so he wouldn't move, and he'd just take the attack. As he's going to swing twice. And hit both times with a 23. As he carves through this white as it falls to the ground dead. That's his turn. This one is going to take a swing at Mysterious Boy. With his claws. Hit with a 27. As he is carved upward, and he looks really bad after that swing. And he has to make a Constitution save. Makes the save, though. That's his turn. Isaac.
I will move right here.
Mm-hmm.
Take aim at this boy. And shoot an Eldritch Blast.
Alrighty.
13. I Take
Hits.
it as-
Nope, it doesn't. Sorry. Nope. Nope.
No? Okay.
Nope.
Alright, second shot.
The AC is set up wrong.
Oh, neat.
Well, that hits.
15.
It's no 20 damage, Eldritch Blast like you did before, but it's still
Yeah,
pretty
but
good.
that's something.
Is that you?
Yep, that's me.
Soul.
Alright. As an action, she'll move the flaming sphere, ramming it into the sky.
Okay.
Dex save.
One moment. Okay, he fails. And he falls to the ground dead.
Alright. Just changing that. Healing word. Laptop. On Silas.
Okay.
And reconstructive healing as well.
Okay.
And that's her turn.
Alrighty. Carolina.
I'm gonna try to shoot a. This isn't a white. What did you call it before?
You don't know, they're just bald-headed, strange
Oh.
humanoids.
All right, I'm gonna shoot an arrow at one of those. At
Okay.
that one.
25 will hit. Still up, but looking bad.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Silas, it is your go.
Okay. I'm to stand up, of course. Feeling the blade no longer humming. Going to cast Full Touch on the guy directly north of me.
Okay. $16 will hit. As he falls to the ground dead. Well, actually, wait. No, you should roll damage. I'm wrong. Wait, nope. You guys are at... Can't do less than 2 damage.
I don't know. I unchecked all those things, so that's really wild that still showed.
That has roll 20. Is that you?
He is going to retreat and a bonus action dash even.
Okay. That's fair. That's you then?
That's me.
Goes to this wisp, as it'll take its what likely is going to be its last attack at the strange man. Achoo! Sorry about that.
Okay.
It's alright. Dun, dun, dun. Miss, though. Astrid.
Sorry, my Discord is so slow right now.
It's okay.
Okay, she's gonna move the moon guy.
Moonbeam.
Yeah, she's gonna do it like this so it doesn't get near friends. I'm just gonna put on the sprite.
Okay.
Fuck you, sprite.
You're more of a Sierra.
Friendship ended with Sprite.
You're more of a Sierra Mist guy.
No, that's not true at
No, it
all.
isn't
I
true at
hate
all.
seeing this. But all of you look like cartoon characters for me because you're moving real jerky. It's Five Nights at Freddy's in here for
Five
me.
Nights at Freddy's.
no.
That's where I want to be.
Damn, Rogue, that's really good.
Success, so we'll take half. Is that you?
Okay. How does everybody look?
Carolina hurt. Boy hurt. Silas hurt.
Who's hurt worse, Silas or Carolina?
They're pretty close, but technically Carolina by like 1 HP.
Then I'll do Carolina again. I'll do another healing word for Carolina.
Okay.
And that's me.
Alrighty. Barrel.
All right. Reckless.
Okay. Miss.
God. There
Hit.
we go.
Alright, as you smack it and it dies in the air, turning into a puff of steam. As the combat comes to an end, and before we do any more role-playing or getting into it, I'm so sick of Roll20 that I am just calling it right now. We're going to pick up session next week, at the direct end of this combat, literally right after Beryl finishes that guy off, as we will pick up with whatever this individual that you have just met, this strange individual who you have no idea who he is, has to say.
Could it?
As that's going to be the session. I hope you all had fun. I think that's the most combat stuff that's been had in one session before?
Mm-hmm.
2? For this game?
3?
Yeah.
Was there 3? There was only 2. Anyway.
I have no idea.
No. Okay. I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to say goodbye to the stream.
Bye,
Bye,
stream.
stream.
So, say
Bye,
good.
stream.
Yep, so, there you go. Alright. Thanks for watching along. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, stop by next week. Do it again. I'm tired. I'm sick of Roll20. So I'm just cutting it short. Good night.